Sing.
All right. I think we're live. I think we are.
What's happening, guys?
What's up, everybody? Hello. Oh, everybody. I'm just your show. I'm just gonna sit back and. Oh,
what's
Lord.
up, Nathan?
What's up? Let's
Amanda,
see here.
Duncan, what's going on?
Who we got up in here? Peach, Derry, Herbert, Nathan, Fractured, Matthew Hernandez, Tammy Rolls, Amanda Duncan, Legal Jedi, hello. Nightbot, what's up? Marty. Peach. What do you mean early? We're always on time. Kyle Dubs heard. There's Doc Holiday. Everybody sounds good. I was going to ask. I was about to ask.
Great.
Will, Holler.
See you guys.
JPV, Sherry, Linda H, Joaquin, Purple Haze, Nathan, Cap, Travis, Eisenhart, Oliver, McGrind, Carla, Eric. Okay, they're flying by. So I guess everybody's watching the damn Oscars. Hello, Tori. Hello, Sarah. So. I didn't think about the damn Oscars. I don't know why people watch those. But anyway, hello, Menon from Canada, Quebec. And Sarah, Lando Calrissian. Very cool name, by the way.
Yes.
Yes, Drogo Pot King is still up in the background. Cow Dubs. All right, so tonight we got a real special topic. Exactly what I was going to say. We're going to talk about Lyanna's elbow. No, we're not. We're not going to talk about. If everybody knows that thumbnail, I saw somebody put a comment earlier. We're just poking a little fun at the arrows and the circles in every thumbnail.
That's it.
So, I just wanted to do something
stupid. Starting to get out of control with the arrows and circles and
I won't down it. Look, I've used it on occasion when I felt like I need to. Like the season 6, Dawn. I'm saying Dawn. Sword, it had a little sun on it. I circled it one time in a thumbnail, but, it's kind of crazy, the clickbaity stuff. And there's really usually nothing. It's really not pointing to anything. But there's got to be an arrow and a circle in it, right?
Right. Got to be.
So, I don't know. Maybe it helped. I don't know.
I loved it.
Hello, Jules. Let's see. Living my Rhapsody. In the right place this time. Tammy Rolls.
Happy birthday, Nathan. I think I saw that up there.
Happy birthday. What's up, Felicia? Zatanna. Don't what? Get it right. I said Dawn. That's what I said. It's Dawn.
Dawn.
But I guess
like dishwashing detergent.
Right, Dawn. Right. I'm saying Dawn. What? Not Dome or Don.
Yeah.
But Dawn. Anyway. All right. I know we got a few Patreon questions. By the way, I just found that music really quickly. Everybody's complaining about the old shitty music. Did that sound cool? It sounded.
I liked it.
I thought it was okay.
I liked it.
Yeah, so
I really did.
I'm not Peach. I'm not saying Dawn. How am I supposed to say it? I don't know what else to say.
JPV, I hope very soon. Oh,
we're talking about boxing.
I got money on Wilder. If we taking any bets.
Oh, okay. Kyle likes the old song, so I don't know. I just found it really quick. We'll find something that suits everybody. Anyway. Thank you, Saragoo. I think Sagaru. Nice accent. Yeah. Thank you. We used to get a lot of shit about it. Also, really quick, thank you, Legal Jedi. I see you donated on Streamlabs. I don't know if this was yesterday or 2 days ago.
That's really
cool. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. There's no message there, but thank you for that. I just now saw it when we started all this stuff up. All right. Patreon, let's see what we got here. I saw a few people post, but let's see. About Lyanna's elbow. All right. LC Manny, Lord Commander. Chris, I love the ancient alien on the side effect. I'm a big fan of the show. However, we need another live broadcast. Yeah, we need to do another live thing for sure on the side effect. Also, James, continue the good job on the side effect.
Thank you, bro.
Also, is it wrong? I may not want to read this part. No, there's nothing wrong with that, Manny. Not at all, I guess. Just you know what I'm saying. I'm just not gonna mention it here. And
I hear you, brother.
no shit.
I just read that.
I need the advice, Manny. I need the advice. So send it my way. And Peach is agreeing. All right. Thank you, LC Manny. Randy Sumatsu, thank you, Randy. On Patreon, do you think the long delay between seasons 7 and 8 have affected the timing of the next book's release? If he releases it closer to the show's final season, will it make the book boom? Yeah, I guess it could. But I don't know. Hardcore fans have been waiting for years, just like between every book. So, also seems like there is too much to resolve. Do you think 6 extended episodes is enough to answer all the questions, give enough time to the surviving characters, and still satisfy the masses of fans? I do question that.
Right.
I do question, I think they have time if they really go really long episodes. We're essentially getting 10 episodes or close to it.
That's right. Don't forget that.
Yeah, so you got to think about the total time. I mean, if it's just like 5 minutes extra, no. But if they do, feature length is what they're saying. That just means an hour or more. But, an hour 10, an hour 20 each show, I think, we'll see. Then you're getting basically a full season anyway. But yeah, I do question. I worry about it. So yeah, I am worried about it. But hopefully they'll wrap it up right. Hopefully this is why they're taking extra time. And also, finally, I think Riddick should make more cameos. He was great last week in the video this week. Yes, he should.
He was.
He's a superstar. But he knows he's on camera.
He does.
He knows. When I came in here and filmed that video, he knew when I brought him in here. But he's still glad to sing for you guys. He
knows when we're filming.
He does. He goes in there. He's mad right now,
he's
laying
pissed.
down and on the couch.
He liked it when we were in there with him.
Yes. Mike Colton on Patreon. Thank you, Mike. Dragon, old school question. Always wondered if Jaqen in season 2 allowed himself to be captured on purpose or caught on purpose. A dangerous guy like that is almost impossible to catch without allowing it. I suspect he might have decided to hang out in the Black Sails trying to get close to riffraff for recruitment to the Faceless Men. He did recruit Arya. What you think? I totally agree. As far as at least him being captured.
Yeah,
there's no way he's there by actually getting captured by somebody.
No way.
And obviously that was a face he was wearing the whole time. So yeah, he was there for a reason, which spurred all the different things about the serial for real being Jaqen H'ghar.
Yes.
Theories and stuff like that. So I totally agree. I don't know because in the books, you have a different storyline. You have an Old Town storyline now. So I really couldn't connect that with the whole Black Sail Arya thing. So I guess he maybe was just, I don't know. I don't know what was he doing there. What was it, just to recruit somebody and he came across Arya? Was he going to the wall? Because you got to think they were going to take. He knew they would go to the wall, right?
That's right.
He knew the dungeons would be cleaned out to go to the wall. So did he
question.
have business at the wall that got interrupted? But then he just goes on back to Bravos without ever going to the
Without
wall.
going back. That's really a good question.
So it's a question of did he know where he was heading? Did he have some kind of business at the wall that got canceled? You know what I mean?
Shit.
Perhaps somebody had enough money to try to kill Jon. I don't know. But no, at that point, Jon wasn't that important. So I wouldn't think it would be something like that. Cap the Goat on Patreon. Thank you, Cap.
Thank you.
Could the Night King be characterized as a soul eater? Could his power be the humanity of all those folks that have died? The first time the White Walkers came during the Long Night, this time looks like he's bringing it with himself. Interesting. I guess there could be a connection there with the since the trees have the I guess souls, you could say, of the old every dead children, child of the forest or children of the forest.
I like where you're going with that.
Going with the hive mind thing. So he I guess in a way he's tapped into that at least. I don't know about him being the reaper of souls, but that's interesting. I don't know. I think he's definitely got a connection to werewood.net for sure. Whether that's because of the magic itself or him being a green seer, Proto Stark. Just a reminder, if anybody's new here, that's a drinking game.
It is.
But I mean, there's a connection there for sure, in one way or another. So we've seen that through the Bran connection. Doc Holliday, thank you, Doc.
Thank you, brother.
I wanted to ask another question about Varys. Do you think there might be any significance to him seeing a blue flame when his root and stem were burned? We know he is not going to survive any more thoughts on how he dies. Most don't see him dying in a battle, which is why I think a lot of people think betrayal, or at least a perceived betrayal. I agree. I think the more I think about the blue flame thing, just because it's blue, I think White Walker or White Varys in some way. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
It's like, what is that connection? I'd said in a video a long time ago, I think he heard something. I don't think it's necessarily important exactly what he heard, because I don't think he even knows, but it led him to eventually support Dany in the show, Aegon in the books. It led him to a bigger life. He got powerful. So something changed his life there. But the blue flame was what's interesting. So I keep thinking, now that I've thought more about it and did that video, that you may see a white Varys or something. You know, we said the other week, what characters are we going to see as whites?
That's right.
You know,
and what do you think about? He's not going to die in battle. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So
he's not going to be out
how would
there
you
with a sword.
see him go out?
We talked about that a little before. It's almost like he's going to be in a castle somewhere, whether it's Winterfell or whether they fall back to King's Landing, and he's just got to kind of die.
Yeah, somebody just walk up behind him real quick.
Yeah, I mean, in a building, or maybe he gets burned with the Night King and the dragon now. I just don't think he's not going to be on a battlefield. I mean, he's going to be, hiding away somewhere, and something's got to happen that way. I would think.
We lost, a lot of big players when the set blew up and everything, so I could see a scene like that taking out some main characters.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
like when you say the Night King with the flame.
Yeah.
I could see several people being in one spot.
Right, or maybe there's a Qyburn connection, or something, since there's a connection in the books.
Yeah.
So maybe he, because everybody is not going to get taken out by another character just because they're still enemies. It's some people just have to kind of die. But I do think the blue flame is interesting. I wonder if it has something to do with a white Varys.
Well, after he dies.
After he dies, right. No White Walkers, obviously. They're adults and they have to do the cheek touching thing. But
right.
He's got to go out, and maybe by fire, and blue dragon fire, perhaps. Maybe that's as simple as that. It just meant he's going to die, be a blue dragon flame.
That could be as simple as that.
Could be. I don't know. LC Manny again. Chris, we guys have Because Geek back on Sunday night. You three are great. Absolutely. We'll have Val anytime. Absolutely.
Heck yes.
Val is really busy with her new video, so she's trying to get that done. But yeah, we'll absolutely have Val can come anytime. And LC Manny again. Hey, Chris and James, I've never been a ladies' man, but I'm not gonna read this personal stuff out loud. I'm gonna read it, but it's
the numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right, man. I'm just not reading your personal stuff out loud in the public forum here. So yes, you send me the tips and tricks, man. Oh Lord, but thank you, LC Manny. Oh Lord. All right. Let's see. Thank you, Manny. LC Manny with the super chat. Great job, guys. Come down. I hook you up. we might take you up on that.
Too bad Khan's not down there.
Exactly. And Manny again, really quick, actually, super chat again. Thank you, Manny. Broadcast live from Game of Thrones. You mean Con of Thrones, maybe? I think that's what you mean.
Probably, yes.
Yeah,
we would do both.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, we're we talked about that last year, and we had it was the internet issue, wasn't sure, and it was wireless, and wasn't sure about, and was so rushed. So now going into it, we know a little bit more, and we'll see what if where we stay has good internet and all that kind of stuff. So we wanted to do like a side effect podcast last year too.
Yeah, you did.
And we didn't know how it would work. All right. Let's see what do we got up in here in the live chats. Sarah Sean Greenfield Q&A. Do you think the dead kings of winter will rise? Welcome, Sarah. I don't recognize your name, so welcome if you hadn't been here before. I don't think so, and we said this a couple times, because if you think about from the book perspective, the iron is already gone. It's rusted to nothing. So if the iron's gone, the bones are gone.
Right.
The bones are gone. So there's nothing in those crypts except for very recent Starks, I would guess. So I don't think you'll have they could technically in a medieval fantasy show do that and have some bones in there.
Could do that. Right.
So they could probably do that and get by with it, but No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
For at least in the show.
It would actually be like just like a dust cloud.
Yeah, it's like it'd be like the shadow demon, the shadow.
It would look a lot like that.
Yeah. So that's all that's left is dust. I don't think you can resurrect that.
You're very welcome, Sarah. Thanks.
Okay, Kyle Dubs. I got you, Kyle Dubs. QA, can you say, if you yawn at dawn, you're done, Sean? See?
Sounded perfect to me.
Let me say that again. I'm going to do it again for you, Kyle Dubs. If you yawn at dawn, you're done, Sean.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
Please.
If you yawn at dawn, you're done, Sean.
I hear nothing wrong with that. I don't know what you're saying. That's good, though, Kyle Dubs. Now we're going to have some other sentences coming. I can tell you that now. Peace, thank you. Grabbed a question from Herb Coswell. Do you think Arya is both a Valonqar and more beautiful queen to cast down Cersei? She is said to look beautiful, and also Valonqar could be gender neutral. Valonqar is not gender neutral. That is not one of those Valyrian gender neutral words. It does mean little brother. So I don't think so. Now, of course, you could wear the face and get by with like Jaime's face or something. That would technically make it work. Mm-hmm. I don't think that. The more beautiful queen, I've always said either Sansa or Dany. I mean, Dany's really obvious. I think it kind of would be better story-wise for it to be Sansa instead of Dany, because she was there the whole time.
Yes.
And under her nose, and she never thought about her being any kind of threat to her.
Absolutely.
But after all this is over, and maybe Sansa's got a place, and that she actually becomes the queen, or a lot of people think that, or at least the Lady of Winterfell. So I don't think Arya fits any of that. But yes, she is pretty. A lot of people kind of get that wrong in the book, where they say, Arya is described as ugly. No. They said that she was called Arya Horseface, but then she's compared to Lyanna, and Lyanna is beautiful, described as very beautiful. So Arya is compared to Lyanna, which was the big connection between Jon and Lyanna, obviously. We talked about it before, kind of by proxy.
And horses are beautiful.
And they are pretty. They're pretty. They're purty. Their horses are purty. Since I guess they just want to hear us talk like that the whole time. Let's go deep south. Yeah, I do. Sarah Proudfit, thank you. I was going to mention that too. Brienne, the beautiful queen, and took Jaime. I think that fits really well because she's called Brienne the Beauty, and that is a very subjective term. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't have to be somebody we think is pretty on the show or in the book specifically that's described as pretty, like physically, but she's called Brienne the Beauty. It's kind of a mocking name, but It fits really well, especially with the Jaime piece. I think that would be great.
Like calling a fat guy slim.
Yeah, exactly. Fat guy slim and big guy smalls and
guy with one arm lefty.
Yeah. Let's see. Wax Comedic, new name. Odds of Dany dying in childbirth. I would say at this point I'm 60-40, 50-50, 60-40. That she does. Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
We've just had, a lot of these things that do parallel each other, and damn, that would.
It would. And it fits with the RLJ thing, and Lyanna dying, and I can see them. A lot of people think that this baby, if it's a girl, Jon names it Lyanna, or they do, or whatever. So it would fit. What's up, Slope? And I just saw Targaryen Ninja Q&A. Who do you think is the third head of the dragon? In the show, I don't think we have to have a third head necessarily. A lot of people thought Tyrion, since they kind of combine characters, but Jon is the third head, if you think about it. Maybe young Griff, or even if he's a Blackfire, he's still a dragon. A black dragon is still a dragon. That's actually a saying in the books. So, yeah, I don't think you have a Tyrion Targaryen thing necessarily. And only the prophecy says there has to be three heads. Like in the books, Dany actually thinks she needs two husbands, kind of like Aegon had two wives. So we'll see. I don't know. But as far as the books right now, we do have three dragons, right? with Fagon.
Yeah.
Regardless if he's a Blackfire, I think that may come into play there as far as the 3 dragons in the books.
There's a saying, black dragon is still a dragon.
There is. Absolutely. Where did you get that?
You could just pick that up somewhere.
That's right. No, we'll see kind of the Blackfire thing come, and that may fit Varys as well too. In the books, kind of, we'll see that come together, and a dragon is part of the theme too, I guess, or whatever.
Sarah Proudfoot says Brienne has a beautiful soul, and she does.
Yes, she absolutely does.
One of the most beautiful.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, Gwendolyn Christie is pretty. Mm-hmm. I don't care if she's 6'10" or whatever. I mean, she's tall.
I know exactly what you're saying.
But
she's on my list.
Your list. Where's that list?
They
have it with you?
They had me making a list last night.
And the love, yes. The love stream that I busted in on. Yeah. I knew it would be a little delayed. I didn't mean to scare you, though. Thank you, Slope, for the super chat. Just because you guys entertain me and make my Sunday nights. Thank you, Slope.
Thank you.
I'm glad we can entertain you in some way. Slope. I appreciate that. Oh, man. And I always love the damn icon. Let's see here. Let me double check this. Alrighty. Okay. Let me check and see if LC Manny has posted something else on Patreon. LC Manny may have fell out to sleep, I don't know. No. All right.
He's still typing.
Yeah, he probably is. Okay. Whoa, I saw. Okay, Herb. I see you, Herb.
Yep.
Q&A, not a got question, but do you think Kylo Ren was lying to Rey about her parentage? I hope so. I hope he just made that shit up because that's just dumb. I personally don't think so, as greatness can come from nothing. Can you grab this peach? Okay, I got
peach?
It. Yeah. Which peach are we grabbing? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see if JJ can straighten this thing out at all, or I'm losing confidence though. I hope he was lying and there's something more, because the big build up was just
that really
to that was just
out.
Dumb, among other things. It was just anyway. I won't go on a Star Wars rant, but I hope.
No grabbing the peach tonight.
I knew somebody's gonna throw a peach emoji in there. I was waiting on one. Yeah. Yeah, fracture lost. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't have a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch that. I've heard horrible things about that.
Yeah, Stead Narc, I would definitely get with Brienne. I just wouldn't want to piss her off though.
Hell no.
Make her mad. Punch up the butt cheeks. Okay, yeah. We got an old school Eddie Murphy reference there. Thank you. Oh man.
Said if you want to live, you're gonna stop making these slimy eggs.
Oh, let's see. Scott McCloy, hey Chris, do you think Grayscale will be important in The Winds of Winter? The show butchered the Grayscale plot. Yeah, I mean, this is what we talked about a long time ago in the video about how, Grayscale, we originally thought, or kind of speculated about, can be used. We were speculating that it could be used as some kind of biological weapon against the White Walkers.
I was sold on it.
Yeah, and so I still think it's a good idea for the books. I mean, there's something about all these, stone men where they could be used. If they could be rounded up and brought over to Westeros and just let loose and see.
Yes.
I don't know. We thought Jorah may have some kind of deal with that, but obviously the show, it's still hard to tell. Something like that could be a little side story in the books, but the show didn't go that route. So, okay. Going a rant.
Doc Holliday. Keep your hands off my peaches.
Celtic Moon, no Mama? You talking about Mama Smokescreen? I don't know. Is she in here? I don't know. I don't know if that's who you're talking about. I'm just guessing.
Your Mama QB. Is Carol here?
I have not seen Carol Brown. Now Carol Brown and her Monster Highness Jennifer were on Twitter blowing it up all day with Kyle Dubs. I saw the alerts, and they're not here tonight.
Carol is, Carol's got the blues a little bit, so, I'm thinking about you, Carol Brown.
She got the blues? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not aware of these blues. Let's see here. Carl Swinson, Q&A, Dany dies in childbirth. Jon has to use his Valyrian sword to kill her. Oh, damn it, I'm about to lose it. Sorry, Carl, I'm grabbing it. Then his sword becomes the only one to kill the Night King. Yeah, that's a fairly common theory that he's got to, and which it also would be a betrayal if you talk about the book stuff. Kill Dany somehow for whatever reason out of mercy or something, and it becomes Lightbringer. I just don't buy the single sword saves the world theory. You know what I mean? I think we've said it a few times. I think that the Nissa story is a metaphor for creating Valyrian steel.
Right.
So I think Valyrian steel is the red glowing sword because it's called. They refer to them as red swords or whatever. Being Valyrian, etc., and having the magical properties. So that's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong, and it could be very straightforward, where it actually comes up and there is a magic sword that shoots. We were just saying before, if it don't do something besides glow and have fire to it, then what's the point?
Right. It already does what it needs to do.
Already does what it needs to do, exactly.
And thank you, Trey, for that compliment. That was really cool.
I missed something apparently.
Yes.
Oh yeah, thank you, Trey Holland. Much love and respect for y'all's knowledge and passion. Been caught up with work and out of the GOT world for a bit now. Big fan of y'all. Keep it up. Thank you. Appreciate that, Trey. Glad to help in some small way. LC Manny with the super chat again. Jon would never kill Dany. Yeah, I don't think he would unless he absolutely had to, like we're talking about a mercy type killing or something. I don't think it would happen. I'm not saying it's happening anyway. I'm just saying under the right circumstances, you know what I mean? Like a mercy type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't see it happening. Oh, you got a couple more, Manny. I'm sorry about that. A couple more super chats. Thank you. Haven't stopped drink last night. Still drinking. Where's Carol? That's a first. So we just said that, I guess.
Yes.
Carol's little got something going on, I think. Manny, slow down.
Hadn't stopped since last
slow
night.
down, LC Manny. Yeah, I mean, go to sleep for a while. It helps. Let's see here. All right. I've been seeing like alerts out of the corner of my eye here. Just want to make sure I'm good on Stream Labs. All right.
Look at 9 Inch Nails polite.
Up or down? Up or
Right
down?
there.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Neen polite. 9 Inch Nails polite. That was. We said in the very beginning of the stream we were going to talk about Lyanna's elbow. It means nothing. It's literally just poking fun at all the thumbnails. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah,
I'm not saying any channel or anything like that. I'm
Right.
saying in general, all the thumbnails with damn circles and arrows pointing to nothing.
It's crazy.
So I just said, fuck it, I'm going to throw a damn circle and an arrow in here, and I'm going to actually label it, though, what you're looking at, instead of like putting it on nothing. And it ended up not even being talked about in the video.
She needs a little lotion.
Yeah, that's all it is. No, we got a theory, though. That elbow is what saved the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got a theory. So here it is.
I'm going to write this down. The elbow theory.
Because here's the thing. Okay, Jon is going to be the savior, right? She gave birth to Jon, but she wasn't going to give birth to Jon. Jon was a breech baby. So he was breeched, right? And they had no idea to do C-section and shit in those days, right? So she leaned up on that elbow really and pushed real fucking hard.
Exactly.
And that's what made her bleed out and cut her and everything. So she forced Jon out, which would become the savior of the world. So therefore, her left elbow saved the world.
You nailed it.
That's it.
That's exactly.
So now you got a
I can
thumbnail that
picture it.
matches the content. So nobody can call me say it's clickbait. But of course, obviously, it's clickbait on purpose with the label. So no, that's all. We're just poking fun at circles and arrows and thumbnails. Because somebody I'm sorry, I forgot who it was. When I first posted the video, somebody said, "What's wrong with her elbow?" Nothing. It's pretty. It's just a pretty elbow.
Awesome.
Anyway, yeah, it's probably a little stupid, but anyway, we're just having
We
fun.
loved it.
Just gotta have fun with shit sometimes. Might as well. I'm gonna tell you right now, this will be demonetized and we'll lose subscribers for the next 2 days. I might as well lose a chunk more, right, if I'm gonna do it. So I figured I'd just throw that up there and see what happened. Just for fun, just for fun. Uh-oh, Kyle Dubs has a theory.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. Kyle Dubs has a theory, everybody. Get ready. The show hasn't showed the other Stark's warging capability, but when they get into the Isle of Faces, it would be the area for warging.
Dude, I think you could be onto something.
I think you got it, Kyle Dubs. That's it. Absolutely.
It's warging, damn it.
We got to get an area warging shirt going. That's it. We got to do an area warging shirt, or maybe yes, you could do that for Dust on the Throne. Actually,
Doc's got them coming. He said.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. He said they're on their way last night on Twitch, whatever that website is I stream games to. That one, Twitch or something like that. Yeah,
I stream there too.
Speaking of Doc Holliday, Chris uses his elbows on the toilet. Is somebody got a camera? Is there a camera in my shit?
Oh shit.
Damn. Could you imagine? Oh shit. Yeah, area warging. Area warging. We got a lot of people won't get that though. Newer folks won't get the whole area war. We got to remind them every once in a while about what the hell that is. Hello, Paula Marie. How are you doing?
Hello.
Shit. Jay Stom, what's up, Jay? Now Jay Stom came on. He came on Twitch with me. Wasn't last night before last, and he jumped on there and we played some duos. Jay Stom, I don't know if you saw some games from last night where I played solo. I have much better games solo. I just felt like I'll just follow you. You're the pro player. And we couldn't talk in real time because we were delayed. But Jay Stom is thank you, Jay Stom. It destroys me too. I finished third. He was streaming last night, and I know the people heard me yell out "fuck" because I finished fucking third again. I'm always finishing third in solo, and I haven't got past third, and it pisses me off. We're talking about Fortnite, guys. We're talking about Twitch streaming now. Sorry, I'll get off of it, but yeah. You probably heard me yell a couple times on James' stream last night.
Yes.
Through the door, and I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt, but just I was in the heat of the moment, and oh man.
Yeah, it was crazy. I could hear you clear.
Hey, yeah, I know, Peach. I'm starting too late. What was that? I'm sorry. I was talking to you.
I was saying Paul Marie has arrived. Welcome.
Let's see here. Zatanna. Q&A, if Jon and Dany die after having a kid, who do you think would raise it? Jorah might be a poetic adoptive father. I think that's a good idea. I hope that one of them, I hope that both are around, but I could see Jorah, I could see Sam, I could see,
Tyrion.
Even what if, definitely Tyrion. What if Arya even becomes that lady because she's forced to raise Jon's kid or something, in the north or whatever. There's a lot of.
I could see her popping her hand, on the needle point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but no, teaching them to fight and stuff instead of just needlework. You know what I mean? Seriously. A lot of people, but that could be Jorah's, friend zone ways paid off, and he'd be a good stepdad.
He would.
Absolutely. Let's see. J-Star, Q&A, do you think Bran reaching his full potential would mean he could block the Night King from warging White, similar to how the Night King blocks him while he's warging? I think it's a good point. I don't know if the Night King blocks him or if he just jumps out of it kind of scared. We said that one of these times he's not going to jump out of the Ravens or the Wolves or whatever happens. So we do think he's going to play a direct role, not just Jon, swinging a sword and riding a dragon and saving the day, but everybody collectively. So I think Bran needs to have we said last week, as a matter of fact, the Wolfpack would be a great thing.
That would be perfect.
Warg the whole fucking Wolfpack. Like this
something that's never been done. And then we're saying, Jon, of course, is the key. And then we talked about Arya and Cat's Paw.
Yes, definitely.
Coming back into play. It's going to be a big team effort, and I can't wait to see how they do it.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I don't think it's just going to be Jon one-on-one, and everybody else is out fighting whites or whatever. You got to have Bran do something specific to allow Jon to do whatever is going to happen, and that could happen at the God's Eye, like we're hoping at least, or thinking. All right, get to the bottom here. Oh, here you go, Doc Holliday. This is only a little mouse action for you, Doc. Everybody making fun of my mouse. All right, Manny again. LCU Manny. You know what, OPP? Yeah, you know me. Yeah, man. Come on. Tretch is the man. Naughty by nature. Classic. I wish I could play shit like that on these streams. Good, real music. Let's see here. Gendry. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about raising kids, but I don't know. Gendry and Arya, I don't know. They can have their own, maybe. Joaquin says he will warg Hodor and grab his hand. Yeah, I mean, I do think, I don't think Hodor, but I think that, Bran will do something in that world, that vision world, or whatever you want to call it, to affect the Night King physically. That's what we were talking about.
Him.
Yeah, like he did him, exactly. LC Manny, you go. Okay, I didn't see all these. I apologize.
He's making it rain.
He's like, tonight. What's going on, Manny? Jon would marry Dany, no bastard kid for him. Yeah, I think so. I think if they're pregnant, they will marry. I don't think the ant thing will be that big of a deal. We got prepared for that with Cersei and Jaime, and it was like, and then Dorne, they don't think about that shit in Dorne either. They love who they want, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I don't think that will stop him either. It'll be odd for a while, but I don't think it will stop him. And then he says, F YouTube. Thank you, Manny, for all the super chats. YouTube I have a ticket open with YouTube right now, and I hadn't checked today, but they just keep replying with the same old, links to here's our help articles, here's how we count views, and I'm like, that's not what I'm questioning at all. I don't think they don't want to get it. They don't want to try to actually help unless you're a certain channel with a certain number of subs where they care about how much you bring. You know what I mean? I'm not to that level to get any kind of real support. I don't have a contact yet or anything. After you got to get to 100K to have that stuff. Jay Stein, let's see. Just a question. Is this going to be about Fortnite? No, I'm kidding. Just a question I've been wondering. When Hodor died, about to lose it. Hold on. Wasn't Bran warging him? So could Bran have died in Hodor's body? Night King takes control of Bran's body. No, he was not warging him when he died. He warged him to get him moving. And then that was all Hodor.
That was Hodor.
It was Hodor on his own. So he did not warg him the entire time. Yep. He kind of had saw it and knew it. And that was him who saved Bran and Mira on his own. Bran got him out of that scared mode and kicked him into gear. But once he was out, he was out. So yeah, that was at the time, a lot of people were confused. Like, well, is he warging him the whole time? His eyes aren't white though. No. And then they came out and actually said that to kind of clear things up in the post-show thing. So that was all Hodor doing what he had to do. Let's see. Lois Sanchez Q&A. Do you think we'll see the Horn of Winter in the show or only in the books? Greetings from France. Very cool. Hello from the US of A. I don't think we're going to see the horns in the show at all. Otherwise, we did see that horn when they found the dragon glass at the Fist of the First Men, but I think that was more of a little shout out to it. I don't think we'll see it being used. That would be kind of cool, but you didn't see it after that. Sam probably still has it in his bag, but I don't think we're going to see it happen. And plus, Euron, if we're going to see Dragonbinder, we would have seen that at the King's Moot, and they didn't introduce it, so now it's way too late for that. So, yeah, not going to be a show thing at all, in my opinion. Let's see. Let's see. I saw something a second ago. Oh, here we go. Kyle Dubs grabbed a question from, is that Kalos? Kalos O'Malos.
Awesome.
Excuse me. How can the God's Eye be in game when it was only mentioned once in passing by Tywin during season 1? Yeah, I mean that's we've said that. We did hear him mention it. He told Jaime that the mountain's going to burn. He's going to send the mountain out to burn the Riverlands from Green Fork to God's Eye to Green Fork, or whichever order it was in. Mm-hmm. And it was mentioned there. We did see the edge of it a little bit, I guess, at Harrenhal. We did see the edge of some water there. That's the lake. It's, the actual lake. So I do, but this goes back to one of the questions we had earlier about the time. I still think you've heard the name a couple times. I think they would have time to introduce it. And I don't think they will. In other words, in the show, if they kept mentioning the God's Eye over and over, it would give it away in a visual medium almost. And but we've seen the little clues, I think. Think about season 7, episode 6, Beyond the Wall, when they were out there on the frozen lake, on an island. Yeah. Circular imagery we've seen. So we've seen the circular imagery, so I think they still have time to do that. It may just be in passing with Bran, or maybe a vision, or whatever it is. They can introduce that for sure. And I think they have time for that if they do it right. And again, it depends on what we were talking about before. How much extra time is going to be on each episode. LC Manny again with the super chat. Thank you. Still drinking. Let's make it rain. Thank you, LC Manny. He's going at it. Got any company there, LC Manny? I'm saying, I don't know. Got any company that didn't want to leave? Just saying. Don't answer that. Derry Q&A. Do you think we'll see Davos, Gendry, Melisandre, et al. Get their stories closed off neatly? Man, I hope so. I don't know if there's going to be time for every little thing to be closed up perfectly and wrapped up. I would like to see Davos go home to his wife. He just needs to go home and relax and kick his feet up in the recliner.
I'd love that.
Kiss his wife, hug his remaining children. He has more in the books, and just chill. So I would like to see at least him heading off into I'm going home. Like, he just comes up at the end of this thing, he's alive, and everybody's kind of cleaning up and shit. He's like,
I can see that.
Man, good to serve with you. Yes. I'm going home. And he just rides off, man. That would be cool. No, Manny, not here. But yeah, thank you, Manny. He just continues to make it right. I saw something. I saw something
there.
Else.
I want you to answer.
Yes. EchoBot Gaming. Thank you, EchoBot Gaming. Q&A. Do you think that Littlefinger faked his death? I do not. I saw that video. I know that got really popular. I just don't buy that he. Now, there's one thing that supports this really good is he knew he was in danger from the time that Bran said chaos is a ladder. He should have been the fuck out of there then. And it was like,
yes.
Why is he still sitting around Winterfell? He's waiting to die, right? We all thought that. But I can't see him giving a coin to a faceless man that was dressed as the lady in this little video that he spoke to, where he said, your time is up. And then she takes the coin, which supposedly was a Braavosi faceless man coin, I guess, and then just goes and dies for him.
I'm rooting for him.
I mean, yeah, it would be a cool twist. I will say that.
I predicted he'd make it through the season.
You did, so maybe you could be redeemed.
Yes.
But so I don't really buy that. I don't see. I mean, look, if he has been a faceless man this whole time, it would take away from Jaqen a little bit in the mystery there. So I don't really know. I don't really buy that he's a faceless man. And unless there is a hierarchy, I suppose. But I mean, is the other faceless person that died with his face just going to die for him? And how did they wear his face when he's still alive? If that's his face, or is just another? Right. Did they swap faces? I mean, how? You know what I'm saying? There's just a lot going on there. So I really don't buy the whole. I do think it was a little cheap how he just kind of wasted away and didn't really do it, having one more play up his sleeve. He tried with Sansa.
He sure did.
And he did. I did like the idea of him sitting there thinking, okay, look, she's going to kill her sister. And then it was a surprise on him. But that's what I think the last little play was. You know what I mean? Trying to get Arya killed. Because he knew he was scared of Arya. Let's see here. I saw something a second ago. I lost it. Let's see. Mackenzie Smith, Q&A, predictions for the last scene in the show and the last POV chapter in the books. I've heard Sam writing the book of Song of Ice and Fire, but that seems too cliche for Germ. Yeah, I would think, I said this before, I would like to see Tyrion and the gang sipping on Imp's Delight somewhere. Just them all hanging out, their feet are up, they're not worried about a damn thing in the world for a little while.
Right.
And they're sipping on Imp's Delight. He's made a couple bottles or whatever before he starts his new, thing. He's going to retire, his new business.
Exactly.
And they're sitting around actually doing that. Because when I heard, and I said this before, but I'll repeat it. When I heard him say that, like, I thought, okay, that's actually what's going. He just told us how that's going to happen for him. It's actually going to happen.
Yeah.
So I don't know the circumstances, but sitting around with his friends is what I'm saying, sipping on Imp's Delight.
You've also said the other, where at the very end, the camera pans back.
Yes, we have. That's right.
And there might be like a clutch of eggs or something. That would be really cool. We have
said that too. That would be cool. As it's panning out from, let's say they're sitting on, I don't know, that'd be sitting at Castle Rock or King's Landing or wherever, but they pan out somewhere else right as you think that's the last shot, and it kind of goes, it fades to black. There's no credits though.
Exactly.
And then a little scene comes up where it's like showing old Valyria, foggy and whatever, and the camera's panning, kind of panning over the water, and then it comes in this little cave, and there's a clutch of eggs where Drogon had.
Dude.
That, and it goes off. Just for a little bit of, could there be?
Could there be?
That's
how
cool.
we need to be left,
Yeah, something cool. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind the whole Sam thing as long as it's like not the last scene. I don't know. I agree. It's a little, but I don't know. They kind of hinted at it a little bit with that title thing last year in the library. Alrighty, let's see. Kyle has one from Rod. Damn it. Is Melisandre a reanimated corpse? I think she's a firewhite like Jon and Beric. Okay. No, I don't think Melisandre. She's 200-something years old. I think she's her backstory is pretty clear. She was born a slave. Melanie, she hears that a lot in the books as well. She hears that in the Flames. But I don't buy the firewhite thing, and here's why. The George R. R. Martin interview where he said Beric is like essentially a firewhite. He has no heartbeat and whatever. Okay, I don't know the context of that, if he was laughing when he said it. Because Beric bleeds still. If you bleed, you have a heartbeat.
Right.
But here's the thing. Even if he does mean that for Beric in the books, in the show, obviously, he's not like that. He bleeds. We saw the Hound kill him again. But other people assigned that to Jon. It was never said anything about Jon being a firewhite. So I just don't think that's the actual thing. Now, if he meant that literally, I didn't see the context. I don't know if this was recorded. I don't think it was a recorded interview, just a text interview. So I don't really buy the whole, because if he doesn't have a heartbeat and he's just a dead man walking around, he would look like Benjen. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he doesn't. He clearly doesn't. Even in the books, he loses part of himself, but he's not dead. Like Benjen has no heartbeat. Right. You know what I mean? He's got cold hands. Looks like cold hands. He's got the black hands from the blood and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't buy the whole firewhite thing. And a lot of people assigned that to Jon. He never said Jon was a firewhite. All right, because yeah, I mean, think about that. Whites are being upheld by magic, right? If somebody's a firewhite, they have to be upheld by magic. Jon was just resurrected by it, supposedly, unless he was going to get up by himself anyway. We're not even sure Melisandre really did that.
That's right.
Nobody's really sure that if she actually did anything. But I'm assuming she did.
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia in the house. Let's see here. Roger Pitts, thank you, Roger, for the super chat. Sorry, Roger, really quick. Manny, thank you again for the super chat. Yes, email me, Manny, just privately. Roger Pitts, thank you for the super chat. Is Syrio really Jaqen? Will we see Jaqen again? Not in the show. I just don't think so. No, Syrio is not.
I would love to, just like y'all would.
I would too. I just don't think we're going to get it. I think that was pretty much it. I'm going home. I'm Arya Stark of Winterfell. which was really odd about what was the point of all that. He really just gave her the tools to go kill everybody, I think, because they worship the god of death. They worship the stranger. So, yeah, I don't think so. Now, in the books, of course, Jaqen is still around. I won't spoil anything, but I'll just say he's at the Citadel, and I won't go any deeper than that just in case. I don't want to spoil any of that good stuff for any new readers out there. Let's see. Desert Dragon, thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Question for the whole crew. Who on here is going to Con of Thrones? And Chris and James, did you buy your plane tickets? There are 3 packages. Which ones should people get to sit on your panels? All right, so here's the thing. As far as us, he's asking everybody, by the way. Sorry about kicking the computer over. He's asking everybody in the chat, are you going? So everybody throw out there if you're going. We're trying to go. We're not 100% yet. I'm not on any panels yet. I have not heard back about panels. I've talked to several other YouTubers like Val. She hasn't heard back on anything yet. So I don't know what's going on, honestly. So we don't have a place to stay yet. Val's been looking for a while, but we never got anything because we're not sure what's going on with the panels, whether we're just coming to show up, just showing up without any booth again. Right. We don't really know all this stuff because we hadn't been contacted again. So I'm not sure.
We 100% want to go.
Yes, that is for sure.
And if we go, probably won't be by air.
Yeah, because I always prefer, if I can, to drive so I don't have to rely on public transportation or Ubers and all that. And then we would rather take just an extra day to drive and stay somewhere overnight, and then that way we can check out the area and not just go to the con. So like an extra little few days before and after. So that was the idea. That's the plan. So we'll see. I can't give you a straight answer right now. But everybody else in the chat can, if they've already got their tickets and all that good stuff. But yeah, I don't know anything about panels. I don't know what I'm on, if anything. I don't know if I'll be invited. I don't know what's going on. I just know that from the few people I've talked to, nobody's been talked to about panels. Let's see. Also, thank you, Alyssa, for the super chat. How will Jon find out that he is a Targaryen? I think it's got to be Bran and Sam. I think they have to have a sit down and talk about it, just straight up talk about it. I think.
Yeah.
And then Jon's going to deny it. He's going to be shocked and mad, and Bran's going to prove it by telling him things that he shouldn't know. I think this got to be pretty straightforward, and then he'll be standoffish to Dany for a little while. Oh shit, that's my aunt, and we've had this boat sex, and
the person I thought was my aunt is my mom,
and I love her, and yeah, I mean it's crazy. So yeah, I think it's got to be pretty much a Sam Bran conversation. I don't think there's anything to, like, he's not going to go to the crypts and break his aunt's statue or his mom's statue, who he thinks is his aunt, and find a Blackfire or armor or rubies from the trident when Rhaegar died, or a harp or whatever. I just don't buy that, because first of all, someone had to tell him, go check out that statue, by the way, break it, or move it, or look behind it, or whatever. So I think it's got to be a straightforward conversation.
Yeah, note Ned wrote.
Yes, the letter from Varys probably has that in there, if we can find the damn thing.
Slide the statue, there it is.
It's right there. It could be. Maybe that letter got put in Ned's, the case that Littlefinger or Tyrion sent through Littlefinger to Catelyn with his bones.
That would be cool to me.
And the note was under the bones.
It's in there, yeah.
Maybe it's there. So that would be now in Ned's crypt, and somebody found it. Maybe it's just laying on his desk, and he gets home and it's on his desk. Because remember, he left as king of the North. He's now warden of the North. He's going back as warden of the North. He is no longer king in the North. So it's just on his desk. Littlefinger just laid it there. Oh shit. Juliet 402, thank you for the super chat. I do not see a question. I don't know if you meant to have a question there, but if you did, please try to get that to a moderator. Also, another super chat from 42 is the answer. Thank you. Crypts, swords are fake. Real ones with bodies under stone. We are missing something. Jerem spent too much time in the book. Something to be hidden, hiding down there. I do agree. There is this anomaly of you got all this build up about the crypts and how they're older than Winterfell, and Bran the Builder built on top of them, and all that kind of stuff. And then the collapsed area that they talk about that nobody's seen in centuries, and then for them not to be something there. But I also lean towards like Jon's dreams. He gets pulled down there in these dreams, like he wants to go and something's telling him to go or not to go, and he's afraid of something, but it's not the Kings of Winter watching him he's afraid of. I just think it's kind of a parentage thing. I don't see, I don't know, maybe the books, maybe there is something. But if it said that the iron, I think they were bronze swords that were laid on their lap to keep the spirits in, kind of a traditional thing. If they're rusted away, there's just, logically there's no bone, so bones left in those crypts. So I don't know. I just try to look at things from a kind of a common sense perspective, and he thinks about all those kind of details. So we'll see. There's definitely something going on with the crypts. I just don't think it's related to the Kings of Winter being raised or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it could be. We never know. Where are we at here? What am I?
Job.
It's in the crypts and Lyanna's statue's elbow. That's it. Thank you. Exactly, and it fits with my thing. It fits with the theory. See, I mean, it's the elbows, everything.
Oh God!
It's not about the Tyrion joke. It's not about the Night King and his secret, being a proto Stark. It's about Lyanna's elbow.
Got it.
Her left elbow specifically.
He's gonna go down there.
It's just a little.
She has a little way.
It's just like there's like a secret little latch.
Yeah.
Right there. That's all.
Grab her peach. Her elbow opens up.
That's like a Da Vinci device. You grab her. You just reach around, squeeze the left cheek, and the left elbow opens. Oh shit! All right. Happy birthday, Nathan. Is Nathan leaving? I'm just to make sure. Birthday. Let's see. EchoBot Gaming again. Q&A. Do you think direwolves will make an appearance in season 8, and how big of a role if they play? I do think they'll show Ghost. I think they've heard enough of that, backlash about free Ghost.
I hope so.
I'm hoping, like we said before, I don't know if you heard this, EchoBot, but we hope that the Wolfpack does show up, maybe in the north or whatever, kind of followed Arya but stayed behind. We hope Bran wargs the whole damn thing. We kind of got a hint like that from Boromir in the books.
That's right.
So, the whole having 6 animals and shit.
Yeah.
So we're hoping something like that happens as far as LC Manny. Switch the vodka, shout out Jen. Hello,
what's up, Jen?
What's up, Jen? How are you? Enjoy the vodka and LC Manny. And he'll tell you why he's Lord Commander. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Catherine Bassett super chat. Thank you, Catherine. If Bran the Builder built the crypts, how is it part of the collapse? Do you think something is hidden there? Well, it's unclear. It's unclear what he did, as far as the crypts, because they were older than Winterfell. It's said that he helped with Winterfell and Storm's End, possibly, and maybe even the High Tower at Old Town. So it's a big mystery. We just don't have any other information other than that. Supposed this young kid who knew this magical stuff helped build these places. But yeah, I mean, there is something going on in the books for sure about the crypts and how maybe it ties into there always needs to be a Stark in Winterfell.
I think it does. If there is something to it.
I would imagine so. So thank you, Catherine. LC Manny again. I squeezed Jen right cheek. He grabbed the right peach. Oh Lord. Jen, good luck.
Okay. Before Herb flips out.
Okay, Herb.
Herb. Can someone please grab this Q&A?
Yes. Okay, Herb. We got you, man. We got you again. Herb Coswell has a question, everybody. Can you think, Q&A, you think the three-eyed raven caused the creation of the Night King? Maybe he tried going back to whisper into Proto Stark's ear and warn him of the future, and we know the rest. Not directly, I don't think, because you got to think, the three-eyed raven had, now you're saying he went back in the future because he's very young in comparison to the children.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking about 12,000 years. Nobody knows the exact time, whatever it actually is. But I do think he has something to do with the Mad King. A little bit. I think that's why he lies to Bran, essentially says, look, the past is, the ink is dry, you can't change it. But he knows he can, because his father heard him, both in book and show, call his name. So I think he has something to do with the Mad King, but I don't think he, had caused the creation of the Night King. That was before Bloodraven's time. They were at war. They felt they had to do it to survive, and they fucked up with the nuclear option. So I don't think he's somehow inadvertently caused that to happen. All right, let's see. I think we're caught up. We've been going right at a little over an hour already. Damn, that's fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I will come back and double check Patreon. I know there's a few more questions there, and Streamlabs as well. So we'll take a stretcher, let the Riddick out loose to do his duty.
Put some lotion on our elbows.
And get the elbows all lotioned up. And Doc Holidays. Weird. But thank you. I see somebody subscribing there. I can't see the name. Alan Danson Johnson, I think it was.
Alan.
Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. But anyway, yeah. So we'll take a quick stretcher, and we'll
just
come back.
busting your balls, Herb.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's take a stretcher, and we'll come right back, and we'll continue. So thanks for hanging out, and give us a few minutes, and we'll be right back. All right. We're back. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Cat's meow.
I get it. I thought it was kind of cool. You know, it kind of sounded fantasy-like. It's what it said anyway. So, yeah, we'll just not use that again since everybody feels like it's fucking cats and docks in shark-infested waters. And Kyle thinks he needs to go save somebody from a nuclear reactor. So, meow, motherfuckers, meow. So, okay, fine. Last week, everybody complained I'm tired of this Game of Thrones music. Now I can't play good shit. You know how it is with
Mamma Mia. My cat keeps sniffing the screen.
Jesus. Okay, see, look, Kareen liked did Peach change her name? That's Peach's thing. I like the cat. See? Okay.
She did change your name.
You just
don't change your name because we've been joking about peaches.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, so now I gotta find more music. I'll do that sometime.
Birthday boy Nathan.
I tell you what,
his fault. He brought it all up.
Exactly. Yeah. See. It's totally awesome.
No.
That's what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Me and you are gonna fucking record something ourselves.
Right.
And I'm just gonna meow and you do some other annoying ass obnoxious sound
or something.
Oh shit. Meow. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. I wish I could play Biggie Smalls. Manny, thank you for the super chat again, by the way. I wish I could play some Biggie or Tupac, but yeah, you know, we'll get tagged immediately.
The last P, well, that's not that simple.
If we played it that long, they would actually mute the video. So yeah, we can't go that route, unfortunately. All right, so where are we at? I saw a couple more things on Patreon here, really quick. LC Manny again. I haven't stopped drinking Jack and Coke from last night. My Jeep was totaled, but still drinking because why not? Jack makes everything better. I guess he can, temporarily, though, LC Manny, temporarily. Randy Suimatsu on Patreon. Thank you, Randy. Really like the covering of some of the missed questions in your last video. Are you going to do that more? Yes, we will do that for sure. I will say this week we got something going on with the side effects, so I think we will have time to do it. A midweek Q&A.
I don't see why.
Last week, let me just say, James was busy, so I was like, yeah, let me get one out here and just kind of announce it. So I went ahead and did it alone. But yeah,
my stand-in was awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta admit.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like worried
if I could keep
about
him,
my job.
Yeah, if I could keep him sitting there the whole time, you know, we might have an issue. No. But yeah, we'll do that some more. We'll do every time I put out a video now, though, I'll lose a bunch of subscribers. It really makes no sense to me. I guess some older people are reminded, or older subscribers are reminded of, oh shit, I'm still on that channel. I don't really watch that anymore. I can understand that, but everything is a net loss. Like, for example, I was just telling him, since we started this stream, we lost 5. Even though we saw people subscribe during the stream, we've lost net 5. I was just curious why this is happening. This is why I got a ticket open YouTube. But yeah, so everything, when I sit down, when I don't do a video for a week, I gain steadily. I mean, it's slow, but at least it's in the right direction. But yeah, it's not good right now on YouTube. Let's see, Doc Holiday. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.
Have seen this question asked by others. Do you see Bran taking something living to the past to show them a vision? Do you think he can do that? Yeah. Oh, taking someone. Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's any evidence of that. But the thing is, why I think it could be possible is that, like, maybe he can touch somebody while he's doing it or something. Is that Bran is supposed to be this, you know, whole new level type of green seer,
right?
You know, so we'll see. I don't think he can, but I think it would be. I'm open to it, I guess is what I'm saying. It would make sense for like Jon to, like, for example, the Jon thing. He's like, no, you're lying, but you know, Jon believes everything else, and then everything else is true, like where the Night King was coming. So
yeah,
he's got to kind of accept it. So he could, like, maybe touch him, for example, and Jon's all of a sudden standing there in the past in the Tower of Joy. I think it'd be kind of cool, actually, but not overdone. So I think it's possible, but I wouldn't bet on it. Cap to go. Thank you, Cap. Maybe Jaqen was there to make sure Ned. To make sure Ned never made it to the wall, but Joffrey made him a head shorter, so the mission was aborted. Then he met Arya, so he stuck around a little longer. Interesting. Why would Jaqen? Then you have to ask, why would Jaqen not want Ned to go to the wall?
He was hired.
You're saying Jaqen was hired to keep him from going to the wall, or just, but to do what then? To go back home, to save him, because if he was going to save him, he would have saved him.
Assassinate him.
Oh, to kill Ned.
Sansa think he was going to the wall. Meanwhile,
and he takes him out on the way or something.
Yeah.
But who would have the money to hire to take out Ned Stark when they had, like, Cersei could have sent Lannister men there anytime? You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It takes, you got to think, at least the books, it takes a lot of money to hire a faceless man. So I don't know if, with all the shit going down, and he knew he was in a dangerous place anyway with his little bit of house guard, and that was it, compared to a whole Lannister army, essentially.
Yeah.
I don't know. He knew he wasn't safe in the first place, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I need to see if I can dig into the books again and look and find something. There is a missing piece there for sure why he was there. Michael Smith on Patreon. Thank you, Michael. Do you think that Bran will pull Jon into the vision of Rhaegar and Lyanna's wedding and of his birth to prove he's Targaryen? Well, there you go. Same question as Doc.
Same page.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so, but I guess it's possible. We just hadn't seen. I don't think we've seen the pinnacle of Bran's powers yet.
Right.
We've been saying that may happen at the God's Eye type thing, the power up around all those trees where the pact was signed or whatever. So we'll see. LC Manny. Shout out to Roxy's Pub in West Palm Beach, making a regular guy from Brooklyn becoming the next P. Diddy. James and Chris, you have to check this out. We need to.
What's up, Roxy's Pub?
Yeah, so Roxy's Pub is LC.
West Palm Beach.
Are you there at Roxy's Pub? If so, hello, Roxy's Pub. If we're on throw us up on the big screen there, Manny.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just take over their TV and stream it up. Sling it up to the TV. And get everybody watching there at Roxy's Pub, and then tell them Proto Stark, and see if the bartender like that. The sales would go up.
Yes, indeed.
But you got to explain the game, man. You got to explain the game. Randy Sumatsu again. Along with the circles and arrows, you're supposed to caption with something like the Lyanna. Was that psoriasis?
Oh,
clue everyone. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Usually it's a circle on nothing, and it's never even brought up. So I figured I'd actually label it so people would get the joke and not think I was serious. So I actually just labeled it Lyanna's elbow. But I didn't think about the psoriasis. Psoriasis key role in Endgame. Grayscale. See?
I was going to say, Sam can cure it.
Exactly. And a scalpel and Neosporin.
And a lot of balls.
Exactly. LC Manny again. Ned was the most honorable man, so Jon can accept Ned was uncle all along. Manny, you got to stop drinking Jack and Coke and typing questions. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm kidding. I'm kind of kidding.
I was raised around these people. Let me translate.
Yeah, please.
He said, listen, he's saying that since Jon was raised by Ned was so honorable, it rubbed off on him, so he'll be able to be cool with Ned being his uncle all along.
I got you. Okay, I got you, Manny. And I'm glad we got the DT here, the designated translator.
Understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
What's in the box? There you go, Doc Holliday. I know you're going to ask. Don't you ever come by here. Man, what happened to Chris Tucker? Oh,
yeah,
man.
Really?
He just vanished, man. Him and Dave Chappelle at the same time. But now Chappelle's back, but I hadn't seen Chris Tucker. Oh, shit. What's up, Cameo? There's B. Rye. All right, what we got up in here? Let me check this. Streamlabs is good. All right, so what we got up here in the chat? Faceless J, yeah, exactly. A public service announcement from Smokescreen: don't drink in chat. Yeah, watch those drunk texts too, by the way.
Yes, I do.
Oh, Mando, Chris Tucker's coming out on Friday for Izzy. Cool. Oh, shit, man. I hope they do this one right, man. I'd love to see another good Friday with Chris Tucker. Smokey! The psoriasis that was promised, Fetish Bill. Shit. Such good ideas.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh, man. Now it's,
such good T-shirts.
Hindsight is 2020. I should have thought of that. Jesus. Oh, man. Okay, Fractured has a question. Mamma Mia grabbed it. Thank you, Mamma Mia. And Fractured. Longclaw is a bastard sword, not a great sword. Yes, a hand and a half sword. That's what that means, guys. It's like a full hand and a half, so it's not the standard length. Where's the question? I lost it there. Oh, could it and the cat's paw have come from the reforging of an original sword?
Good question, Fractured.
Yeah, a lot of people, I've seen this, I think, fairly recently. A lot of people think that Longclaw is possibly Blackfire, which was another bastard sword. Because there's not a lot of evidence, we don't have a lot of information on how the Mormonts got it, other than it's just being, I think 400 or 500 years old, or they've had it for 400 or 500 years. But, or no, I don't think it was quite that long for Bear Island. So some people think that it was Blackfire, fixed up or changed with the hilt and all that stuff, but I don't know. He ends up with Blackfire. It would be kind of cool that somehow he ends up with the real Blackfire, just renamed with
wouldn't it?
And there he's carrying it the whole time. So we'll see. But supposedly that was lost in Essos with Daemon Blackfire and then the Golden Company and all that.
Is Don considered a hand and a half? Sounds weird as hell, don't it?
Yes, it does. Because I hear what they hear when we're saying Don and they hear Dome, and then we're supposed to say Don, and I hear Don as in Don Willie.
Exactly.
Another Game of Thrones YouTuber is what I'm hearing. I don't know. But I remember the first time I said that in a video about Don, everybody's like, why are you calling this sword Dome with an M? I'm like, I'm not. I never said Dome once in that video. What are you talking about? Oh, shit. Scott McCloy, is old Nan dead, or is she still at the Dread Fort? Damn, I need the Wind's Winter. Yeah, I think she's dead. And I think she's it was kind of just, with the fall of Winterfell and all that stuff, I think it was just assumed. Let's see. Mamma Mia, what do you think of my theory of the alliance marriages pre-war and Sansa dying in the place of Arya like Lady died in the place of Nymeria? Oh, that's interesting. I remember what you were saying, kind of, sorta. But the Sansa dying in place of Arya like Lady died in place of Nymeria, that's kind of cool, huh? A little reversal there of the direwolf names, dude. and Arya becomes the Lady. She don't want to, kind of like dude. Jon, but then, but Nymeria is the Conqueror Queen. I don't know.
That's cool.
It is cool. I don't know. I have to think about that one. I have to think about it. I could see Sansa dying, though. I will say that. I could see Sansa dying, but I don't think so. I'm always back and forth on this, but I mean, I just feel like sometimes we got to lose another Stark, and I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. I hope not. But I definitely think it's a possibility for Bran, but I don't know about the ladies there. Meow, Nathan says. Now I just said it in the cat voice, apparently. I didn't hear a cat until y'all said something about it, and now that's all I hear. But I'm going to play it again, and if we take another little break, and I'm going to bug the shit out of you guys again. Yes, Toby Moss, I wouldn't. I'm just saying I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. I would not.
That would be sad.
Any plan, and Eric saying the same thing. Eric mentioned any plan where Sansa dies. See, she is not loved by the people.
She is not.
She's not supposed to be, though. She's not supposed to be. Milo's Bran is iced. Yeah, I kind of think so. I kind of think if we think about like magic going away, I don't think it would kill him just because magic goes away because he's not sustained by it. But I could see a Hodor situation. I said this once before, where it drives him insane and all of a sudden it's cut off from him. And you got to think that's why the children were guarding their trees. That's their afterlife. So if that magic's all of a sudden cut off and Bran's connected to it, we could see a kind of I don't know, almost an ironic twist of Bran being a kind of like a Hodor.
Right. I
don't know what he would be saying if he has a word or not, but that'd be kind of cool. Q&A from B-Rock. Kyle grabbed it. What is your favorite episode or part of GOT so far? Man, we've got this before. I like so many, and I like so many scenes. I will say season 7, one of the coolest scenes as far as cinematography and music, not necessarily like content or dialogue or whatever, but the damn scene when King's Landing, it started snowing there. That music, I just freaking love that scene. The couple shots of the snow starting to fall when Jaime had just left and the music. That was just a cool fucking scene to me, or little sequence, I guess you would call it. No dialogue there necessarily, but I just thought it was cool. I don't know. Favorite episode overall? It's hard not to say old school stuff like Hard Home. It's hard not to say episode 1, for example, that introduces a lot of people. It's classic stuff, but it's also, you want to say when Dany finally gets to Westeros and we finally saw Drogon in action, and whether that was the Battle of Slaver's Bay, now Dragon's Bay, or in Westeros in last season with the Lannisters.
Right. It was amazing.
The payoffs, we got the Tower of Joy confirmed, and the Rhaegar Lyanna marriage confirmed, and
Battle of the Bastards.
All that.
God, Red Wedding.
Yeah. I mean, Blackwater Bay was fucking outstanding. So many, man. I don't know if I would have to really think, and I don't know. I'd have to weigh it out to figure out a favorite, an absolute favorite. I loved Watchers on the Wall when the wildlings attacked from both sides. That was a great episode. Yeah. When Ygritte died and all that stuff. So many, man. So many. Hard Home, that's a classic. You got your first real taste of the Night King and the White Walkers as far as what they could really do besides just one shot in the woods there, All right, let's see. What the hell, Manny again? LC Manny. Purple Rain. Purple Rain. And then also another LC Manny super chat. Joe Pesci, you are a funny guy. What? You think do I amuse you? Do I fucking amuse you? That Joe Pesci? Because I love some damn Joe Pesci.
Funny how?
Yeah. Funny how? What? Do I fucking amuse you? I love
more like a clown.
Yeah, that's right. Goodfellas, man. I love Joe Pesci, man. Oh, now I want to go watch. Oh, damn! I dropped my mouse. Oh shit!
Not the mouse.
I dropped the mouse and the battery came out. Now I can't. But hold on a second, guys. Let me
all these cats got the mouse scared.
Meow. I should have made that sound when it fell to the floor. All right, there we go. I got it back. Sorry. I'm a little drunk. It's from Jack and Coke. Let's see. Oh yes, Mamma Mia, you're refreshing me. Sansa marries Jaime as an alliance. It's also how the Yorks and Lancasters' War of the Roses ended. Yep. Also, doesn't Dreadfort fall to Sansa seeing as her and Ramsay consummated their marriage? Yes, it should, and plus the Boltons are wiped out, so yes, it should be theirs. And that's why I've said before, I think that should go to Tormund or the Wildlings or whatever, however they want to split that up. Some of those castles in the end to make them officially part of the realm and no more wall, no more two different societies and all that bullshit, But they will never kneel, so they will never kneel to any king or queen. LC CS. Am I missing?
Catelyn Stark?
That's what I was thinking.
Me too.
Your ex is Catelyn Stark? Man, what the hell? He is bringing in the super chats for New Man is
Holy shit.
What do we get into here? All right, back to the Game of Thrones stuff. Wait a minute. Just call me blocker number. Elsie, man, I'm just reminding you, a friendly reminder. You're live on air. Just saying. I'm just saying. Just don't want to go too deep into personal stuff. I'm just giving you the warning. Okay. Dipper Pine, Q&A, do you think Tyrion made a deal with Cersei to betray Dany after he found out Cersei was pregnant? No, I don't think there was a deal to betray her. I do think that, obviously, he does want to protect his nephew. So that is that is a conflict, right? Because, you know, she needs to die, but obviously, you know, he does love he's always loved her kids. So that is going to be a little conflict there. Kind of like what Dany said, you don't want your family to get hurt on the beach at Dragonstone when she was mad.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think there was a deal made. He can't make a deal on her behalf like, you know, okay, we need an heir and she can't have kids, so, you know, your kid can be the heir or some bullshit like that. So I don't think so. Again, I do think the look was about... Sorry, I'm laughing because I see you chuckling.
I can't help it. I'm thinking about Super Troopers.
Oh, shit.
They're doing the meow thing.
Oh. Meow. We should have brought Cody up in here. He's been talking a lot lately.
A lot.
But I ain't seen him in a day or two. Anyway, so I forgot what I was saying now. I completely forgot my train of thought. No,
I try not to wiggle too much.
Let's see. Yeah, the Stead Narc. I just actually mentioned that a few minutes ago. Somebody asked a similar question about Littlefinger. He's asking about Littlefinger being alive, the girl being a faceless man. Yeah, I just don't buy it. I don't buy that. You know, he pays another faceless man. What are you paying him for if they're going to die? Or is it just like the handing over the Bravosi coin? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, you're like, if there's a hierarchy, yeah, I guess they would gladly do it, maybe. But then you got to think, okay, he's been wearing somebody else's face for 7 seasons because you can't wear somebody's face that's alive. So then who was he the whole time? And, you know, all this kind of stuff. I think that's, it's almost a little too fantastical for him because he just wanted the power and the Iron Throne and tried to use, you know, subterfuge to get it, I guess. So I don't know. I don't quite buy it. Like, if I was that girl when I was or whoever it is as a faceless man and he said, I need you to die for me here, put my face on, I'd be like, fuck you.
Exactly.
Go die yourself. Exactly. I got shit to do. Yeah, so I mean, I don't quite buy that anyway. Oh, okay. Whoa. Tekoa's up in here. What's up, Tekoa?
Awesome, man.
Yes, I do. He's saying, whoa, Chris, you dare claim Peter Baelish is actually dead.
I hate it, too.
I think he's actually dead, man.
I hate it, man.
This is Tekoa. He's got a gaming channel. He was on our old Because Views channel with me and Val for a while. I hadn't talked to you in a while. How's it going, man? How's the channel going? I know you, I guess you beat the whole subscriber watch time thing. But yeah, send me a message still. Let me know how you're doing on YouTube. I know you got shitty internet out there, though.
Fucking A.
Okay, Manny. New man is an elf. Oh, jeez. Okay. And Sucker.
B-Rye says, Q&A, you remember my Halloween costume? I don't.
Wait a minute. Something sounds familiar about that. Did we do a stream at Halloween and get told these things?
Shit. Something's
familiar, B-Rye, but there's so much goes through my head. I don't know exactly. I'm sure I will know when you say it. Oh man. Because we had a Halloween.
I feel like
I know me and Val did a gaming thing on the or we played Dead by Daylight on Halloween, but was that near a regular Sunday? I don't know. I don't remember. Fill us in, please.
Mike Bushel says, "Sexy Gumby."
Amanda Duncan saying he was Jamie.
Oh, okay.
Did we see a picture of that, B-Rye? Did we see a picture somewhere, maybe on Facebook or something? I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. Let's see here. Mackenzie Smith. Smokescreen Q&A. I'd love to see you collab with some other Ice and Fire YouTubers. Any plans for live stream with History of Westeros, ideas of Ice and Fire, LML? I love when you guys talk book only. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing some stuff like that. Actually, Aziz did invite me for a live stream. This has been a little while back now, a couple months, but I had something going on during that one, so I couldn't. So yeah, I'll try to, and we'll definitely do something for sure. I don't know LML and ideas. I think Quinn, right? I've seen him on other live streams. I don't know them really well. Love their stuff, but I don't know them personally really well like I do other YouTubers. But definitely, and I think if you guys know In Deep Geek, we have been chatting the last couple of days, and I think he streams. He said Thursdays, so he's invited me to come on and talk about something. So I don't know exactly what Thursday that's going to be or what the subject is, but I think that will happen fairly soon. So yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely do some stuff like that. Doc Holiday. Rhaegar to Lyanna, it rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Oh shit. Oh, we got so many inside jokes going on and people are going to be, what the fuck are these people talking about? Elbows and psoriasis. Manny again. She won't stop calling me. Well, you're doing something right. You're doing something right.
That's right.
Oh, Lord. Let's see. Let's see. Ashley Weeks, Q&A. It was implied / foreshadowed Varys will betray Dany. How do you think he will? I don't know if you heard before, Ashley. I don't think that Varys will betray Dany. I don't think there's been... Now, in the books, you have a different thing. You have the Mummer's Dragon, the Cloth Dragon, Fagon, that type of thing. So we'll see where we get with the books. I think we'll probably end up having on the same page. But in the show, I don't think it was foreshadowed. I think they had that conversation. I think it was pretty straightforward. You know what I mean? And I think that they kind of closed that door. I said this last week when she said, look, if you think I'm failing the people, don't go behind my back like you did Robert. Just come to me. We'll work it out. And he was like, fair enough. And then she did say, if you betray me, I'll burn you alive. And he said, I'll expect no less. I think that puts the lid on that, So I think now Varys is essentially done. I would still like him to be involved with Qyburn, to finish up his story.
Yeah.
But other than that, I kind of think he's done. I just don't see a big betrayal. Oh, Lord. LC Manny.
I'm glad you missed one before that.
All right, I'm LC Manny. No, I see your question. I thank you for the super chats, Riddick. If you heard Riddick, that was Riddick. But yeah, don't just be careful with your personal stuff here. You're on live. Just remember that, Manny. So I'm not gonna read those out loud. And people are reading your questions in the chat, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, they don't just come over to us.
Yeah. So yeah, just be careful, man. I'm just saying, be careful. Don't get too personal, please. Yes, Stead Narc. I want Kinvar to come back. Exactly. I've been saying this, man. I wanted to see Kinvar come over with Dany, and I wanted to see the Melisandre Kinvar. I've been saying mud wrestling match or Jello fight, something. But no, how that was really, it would have been a cool thing, right? You got, okay, he's the prince that was promised. No, she is. No, he is. No, she. And they have their various reasons why, both completely valid. And they kind of learn something about their own little religion and what they see in the flames. You know what I mean? Really cool. I haven't seen anything about that actress coming back. I really would like her to show up. And I think it's a great idea about her coming over from Volantis with the fiery hand and all that shit, that would be great, but I just don't think they have time for all that. So I think she's just kind of done. So we'll see. Mama Mia has a question from Lois Sanchez. Do you think the Night King can be defeated with Dawn? Since it's been forged from a meteor, I think, plus Dawn could mean Lightbringer. Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible. I would love to see Dawn come back into the story. It definitely will in the books, I'm sure, in some way. But I don't know about the show. I mean, who's going to go to Starfall and grab it? Does Bran learn about it? Maybe since it's got similar properties and was forged from something out of this world, it could kill him. That would kind of be cool with what we're saying about Valyrian steel and dragonglass.
It really would be.
Since they were, those are items that can kill White Walkers and Whites, but we don't think that they can the Night King since he has that in his chest. So that would be kind of cool for something otherworldly to do it. So Dawn could be the source. So maybe somebody has to make a trip to Starfall.
Ooh.
So now that gets me think. Come on, Manny, man. Come on, Manny. Please don't put personal shit out there. Information. Thank you, Kyle Dubs, for grabbing that.
Gray area.
Did I see Gray Area? What's up, Gray Area? Gray Area, awesome YouTube channel. Check her out if you hadn't. Where's she at? I just lost her. I lost the chat's flying by. Stopping through the live stream. How you doing, Gray?
Very
good to see you. Let's see. I meant to tell you something, Gray, about your last video. There was something I really dug about your last video, and I meant to send you a message on Twitter about it. So I apologize. I was something I was in my head the other day when you were talking about your the House of the Undying visions. Oh, I was just going to say, Gray. This is what I was going to ask you, Gray. Do you think now, since we've seen and in the show, obviously, obviously I haven't got the book, but since we've got the confirmation, I think that the House of the Undying vision and this is a book thing only really quick, guys, but in the House of the Undying, Dany sees Rhaegar. She thinks it's Viserys, and then he's taller, and she figures out it's Rhaegar, and then it just says a woman, and then he's holding a babe, and then she says basically he names him Aegon. What better name for a king? And then she says, will you make a song for him? And he says, his is the song of ice and fire. So I think that's got to be, I don't think that's Elia Martell. I think that's Lyanna. Mm-hmm. I think that's Jon's birth she saw, not Aegon, the first Aegon. Mm-hmm. Because why would he say his is the song of ice and fire? That, right. To me, that was an alternate Jon birth thing. So I meant to throw that by you, Gray. That's what I was going to say. Because now it's like, now that we got the reveal, you look back in the books, think about getting the reveal in the books, then you look back and say, oh, shit, that was Jon's birth, not the first Fagon birth. You know what I mean? Because why would he say his is the song of ice and fire about the first Aegon? Maybe he thought, but if it wasn't Lyanna Stark, it wouldn't have been ice and fire. It would have just been fire. It was just Elia Martell. Not that she's any less important, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not an ice and fire child is what I'm saying. So anyway, good stuff, Gray Area. Let's see. So, Dipper Pine, Q&A, who do you think will be the one to kill Cersei?
I think she makes it unscathed.
There you go. Somebody's got to. Damn it wasn't Littlefinger. Yeah, I mean, I'm still calling Jaime. Now, I did put out a little video. It was just an idea. I don't buy it necessarily. But the whole Valonqar prophecy, think about it. Mm-hmm. Pale white throat implies she's already drowned in her tears, already dead. She could become a white, but I still think Jaime. I like I said, I don't necessarily buy that. It was just an idea to get some feedback. But I think Jaime. Jaime just fits so perfectly, but we'll see. They could do it different in the show because there was no Valonqar.
Shit. Peach had one. Gray area looks like it might be.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. Rhaegar was dead when Jon was born. Well, that's true. Rhaegar thought his 3 kids were the 3-headed dragon, correct. All 3 were the song, and thought the all. Well, see, that's what I mean, though. I agree. I understand the timeline, and it was almost like a different version of it, is what I'm saying. You know, kind of like you had like the Rhaego possible future vision. But if I don't know if he would have said ice and fire, you know, with his 3 kids or his kids by Elia. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. Just a thought. But God, I went back and looked at my old. God, I did videos 2 years ago on the House of the Undying. God, they're so cringy. Jeez, I said cringy.
You did.
Oh God, I said the word cringy.
Kids.
Yeah, God, my whole videos are just horrible. Anyway, I'm sorry. You were pointing. I know I missed something. You were pointing out.
There's a question about Davos. Keep going up, if you don't mind, because I think I've seen it asked a couple times. Right here, Donnie Lyons Q&A.
Here. Okay. Thanks, Corrine Peach. Grabbed it. Peach. Donnie Lyons Q&A. Okay, why did Davos care about Jon so much? He had almost zero affiliation with him until season 6. Why wouldn't he just go home after Stannis' death? That's a great question. What's funny is I thought about that before, and then when I saw the Ozyman interviews with Davos and a couple other characters, he asked a question about why does everybody like him, and he just says he thinks he's just kind of a likable, loyal guy that'll say what everybody else is thinking. So it's like he was just kind of there and kind of attached to him because he saw he was doing good things. You're trying to do the right thing, so that attracts him. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I agree. It's like after Stannis died, it's like, okay, time to go home. But he kind of got caught up again.
Yeah, he did.
And then he was like they had that conversation with Tormund. You know, why are we so loyal to kings? And he said, Jon Snow's no king. Of course, he is technically supposed to be the king. But yeah, I mean, I think he's just that kind of loyal guy that sees something and is like, okay, I got to be a part of this. I got to do the right thing, even though I need to go home see my wife and kids. So yeah, I think it's just that kind of character. He's just that kind of character, which is why he's so fucking likable, honestly. Let's see here. I'm trying to. Oh, okay, we were way behind there.
Mm-hmm. Looks like right there maybe.
Okay. Oh, Grace saying they were messing with the House of the Undying. The Warlocks were messing with her, and they potentially showed her days that never were. You should do a video on it. It's interesting to look at it that way. Yeah, I thought about it because, like I said, I mean, it's just the wording of his is the Song of Ice and Fire, and then of course you got the the blue rose at the wall, which is obviously Jon, and when it says, and then you have another one, Rhaegar dying on the battlefield, and he whispers a woman's name. And you hear Danny lock eyes with this particular scene, lock eyes with the woman. It doesn't say his wife or anything. You know, it says this woman was in the room. So it makes you wonder, like, is it going to be the same name in the books? You know, Aegon. And a lot of people ask, why would he name 2 kids Aegon? Well, we don't really know the full story yet, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe that's the prophesized name.
Yeah,
you know?
I haven't got it there in the books yet.
Let's see here. What was you pointing to? Did you point?
Oh, no. Peach said thanks, so I was just saluting her.
Oh, I thought you were saying goodnight to somebody there. Okay, Herb's got one last more. Picture this. Arya tries to poison Varys or Jaime only to mix up glasses and accidentally poison Sansa. Thoughts?
Oh, shit.
That's a good little twist there, Herb.
Shit.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I like to think like that.
Yeah, I don't know, though. See, I don't think Arya would do poison. That's a lady's weapon, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying this has been quoted. That's a lady's weapon, and Arya is not a lady in that sense. I think she goes straight up to the damn, that's her style. So I don't think Arya would try to poison anybody. And now, obviously, she did the phrase. Now, I know people are going to say, well, she did the phrase. But that was a little different. That was a whole room of people. But when it's just a one person, I don't think she would go that route. She loves just to straight up, and she really likes to torture the motherfuckers. I mean, which is, But I think she's getting away from that. I think she's starting to get away from that whole vengeful spirit type thing. Let's see here. Okay. Cassandra White, super chat. Thank you, Cassandra. Will you do videos for whatever prequels they would do? Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a big thing, that me and James have been talking about a lot. And as far as this channel, the future of this channel after Game of Thrones, there's other shows I enjoy. Like I do Westworld during the season. But once it's over, it's really kind of done. It's explained. There's not any lore to go back into. I mean, Star Wars, I'll always do an occasional Star Wars video. Although it might even be less and less depending on how I like this new Disney thing. I like how all this change is bouncing around here in the glass. So it's finally dropping the right speed. But anyway, but this is, that's what I'm struggling with, the direction after Game of Thrones. Because I got to really be into it. I don't want to do something just because I kind of like this show and feel like I need to watch it just to be popular. You know what I mean? That's just not my style. I really got to love it. So it's really something I got to put a lot of thought into. But that's why kind of during this off season I've been doing, more gaming and stuff on the Twitch channel and all that kind of thing. And I don't know. I really got to think about it. But I'll definitely do the prequels. So hopefully they said that one, which I think is going to be the Fire and Blood stuff, come out right after season 8 so we can go right back into without waiting 3 or 4 years or whatever. So we should have plenty of materials or spinoffs to work with.
I think so too.
And I think they'll do great. I think they'll be huge. Anything related to Game of Thrones. Let's see here. Kyle Dubs. All right, good night, fellas. If you get a chance to in the coming days, James, can you share my email theory with Chris, Dust on the Throne?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely. North Cac, baby. I'm a boss.
You're doing the.
It was in that email.
Oh, the video, the local guys.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. That'd be a good idea. Great Vikings. People been telling me that for so long, man. I ain't got time to watch shit, man. I do want to check out Vikings. I still do want to watch that show, for sure. But no, I was going to say about we're talking about this local, semi-local, North Carolina. I guess it's a rap group where they were featuring a couple other rappers.
Yeah.
Really cool song, and maybe I need to contact them and cool. Support local artists, and maybe I can play their stuff on here and get their permission. That would be a good idea. You know what I mean?
That really would.
I always like to support local dudes, and that was a pretty dope shit, man.
It really was.
Anyway, so
guarantee they would say yes.
Yeah, because I think their channel. I think that was their channel we watched it on, right? So maybe I'll send them a little something, and then we go to these old school Q&As. We can play longer bits of good music.
Hell yes.
So support some local cats.
Be right. I streamed last night. Go check it out, brother. It's Love Part 2.
Oh yeah, Love.
Exciting and new.
A little jump scare in there too, maybe.
Yeah.
And then, wait a minute. I got to ask you this though. You are talking about movies. Love movies.
And there's a T-shirt giveaway possibility, but I don't think anybody's gonna get it.
And that's right. That's right. I have people just asking me, sending me messages, giving me, no, you got to figure it out. It's really easy if you think about it. Just look.
Yeah.
Just look.
Use your peepers.
Exactly. So, anyway. But thanks, Kyle Dubs, if you were going to bed, by the way. That's what I meant to say.
Cameo is too. Good night, Cameo.
Good night, Cameo. Good night. So, yeah, we've been going for 2 hours. You want to do another quick stretcher, let Riddick out, because I know he scratched on the door.
Oh, yeah.
And do another, 15 or so.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't know.
Got to get up, do some things.
Right, that's what I was going to ask. So, all right, so let's do that then. If you guys are still down, we got 362 hanging out still. So we'll take a quick stretcher, let the riddle out again, and come back and do another 15, 20 minutes or so, or whatever. If that's good with you guys, if you're down, we will continue. Let me double check that. Dun, 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 dun. Now you got me in this fucking.
Come aboard. We're expecting you. I don't want to get you copyrighted because I sound just like that song.
You sound exactly like that.
I mean, like you close your eyes, you think Love Boat's on the TV.
Just don't go over 30 seconds, man. Please. I don't want to get tagged. Okay, and I'll see a couple more on Patreon, so I'll grab those in just a second. So, yeah, give us a couple seconds or a couple minutes, and we'll be right back.
Right back.
Meow. Meow.
I did not hear it. I did not hear it before, guys. now I hear it.
Meow. Meow. Anyway, sorry. I'm fucking. We're gonna make our own track. All right. There we go. That's a good sound effect. Oh shit! Everybody's meowing now. That's a new thing. Now we got the kids. Now we got a meow thing going on. Good night, Rough Girl. If you're heading out, I just saw your super chat. Thank you, Rough Girl. Hey guys, heard your episode 23 podcast. Great job. Thank you. I'm glad that people are digging the new format a little bit. It'll just be a free flow of cool history and mystery things.
That's right.
So yeah, if you're not aware of the Side Effect podcast, I forgot. Did I link that in here? I don't think I did because I had to redo my shit, didn't I, earlier? Yeah, I don't have a link to the. I need everybody to go if you listened before, resubscribe to the new channel. I need to grab that actually. Let me grab that, Tara. I meant to put that in my thing.
Excuse me.
Because the old channel got deleted for some bullshit that we didn't do or something. Here we go.
Some exciting stuff.
Yes, we definitely got something
podcast.
Very cool coming up this week. I won't announce it quite yet. Make sure everything happens first and everything's cool. But yes, really cool coming up here. There we go. So let me just put that in here and got to use my own little platform to promote it a little bit. If it'll let me paste my own shit. So yeah, here's the new channel. There. Let me spam that a minute. So yeah, go subscribe to the Side Effect podcast. That's me, James, Tarzan from Trial by Trivia, Val from McCullough's Geek. And it's going to open up some room to have some guests and all that good stuff too. And so something really cool this week as well. So all right, we had a super chat, I believe, from Felicia Thomas McCormick. Thank you, Felicia.
Thank you, Felicia.
Do you think Ellaria Sand escapes and kills Cersei, and is Septa Unella is still alive on that table after the mountain played?
Good question.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think there's been too much time that has passed, and Ellaria is probably gone. I was hoping, part of me wanted Bran to go rescue Tyene, because of the bad pussy comment, all that shit, and she saved him from the poison.
Exactly.
I really that was a fanboy thing, I guess, but anyway, I think they're probably gone. I don't think Septa Unella made it.
No, she got her uterus ripped out.
I think, yeah, probably worse than that, however worse you can get. I think she's probably a goner. Thank you, Scott McCloy, I saw just subscribed. I recognize that name, Scott McCloy. Did you have to resubscribe? I've got a few messages about that lately, by the way. Having to resubscribe again and not getting notifications because something's going on. And anyway, YouTube just won't acknowledge it. Let's see. Thank you, Free US 1776 for the super chat. Do you think the cold open for the first episode this season will be the boat wedding? I think there will be a cold open, a boat wedding. That's interesting. Maybe White Harbor wedding? I don't know if they'd do it on a boat, but White Harbor would be a place, or even Winterfell.
So by the time they get to Winterfell,
they're married already. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that at White Harbor. Maybe that's a good idea actually. I mean, they are in. I know you think they're lust, but I think I think enough time has passed on Dragonstone for it to be love too. So I think they, especially when they find out pregnancy's happening, they're going to get married. So yeah, I mean that would make sense for them to show up already married in there. Riddick, you just gonna bust up in here like you own the place?
Come on in, buddy.
His tail is gonna. Oh shit! The camera did it knock us off a little bit? It did a little bit. It's not bad. Be careful, buddy.
So
you
hard.
Don't.
He's trying. He knows what's up.
Hey, are you wanting to be on camera? But I don't know if you can fit.
Hey, buddy.
Can you get in here?
Come on in.
He can't get in because the light's blocking. Hold on.
There
Come
you
on.
go. Come on, buddy.
Can you see everybody? Look, he's peeking over here. Can you get a little closer?
Come busting in, didn't you, buddy?
Well, stick your nose over here so everybody can see you.
You know your spot. Come on.
Yes. Can you get under here? Look, yeah, looky there. There we go. Buddy. There he is. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Love you, buddy.
Which we leaving you in the living room. All right, there's Riddick making his appearance here. Is that in your face? The microphone's in his face. There he goes. Talk to him.
Hit that high note.
Talk to him, buddy. What is it? What you talking about?
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. What's the matter? This is crazy.
You come in here.
Oh,
that's
look.
Awesome. We didn't forget you, buddy.
No, we'll be done in a minute. Are you trying to go back out?
That's the sweetest thing I've ever been involved in.
JPV said Chris and James can leave now. Okay, we'll just get up and let Riddick sing. Jeez. All right. Let's see here. Let me check. I think there was a couple more Patreons really quick. Patreon. Michael Smith. Thank you, Michael. H'ghar had told Lyanna that if it's a boy that he chose Aemon, and Lyanna named Jaqen H'ghar herself after hearing about the death of Rhaegar and Ilya's children. Yeah, I mean, it's possible, sure. I do think that there was, Lyanna was probably told about the whole prophecy thing, and, whatever. I don't know how much she bought into it, and, we'll may never know that. But I said Aemon, actually, because Jon used to pretend in the books that he was Aemon the Dragon Knight, and I thought that would be really cool. Mm-hmm. So that would have been really cool for him to be named Aemon, but I did say I thought I heard or I thought I could lip read Aegon.
Believe it or not.
So yeah, I mean I don't know. I think it's possible, and I'm sure they both had obviously it's a Targaryen name, so Lyanna went with it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I think that's possible. I would have liked Aegon or Aemon. I think a lot of people like Jaehaerys because he was a good, the conciliator king. So that would have been a good name too. So let's see, Deborah Davis. Thank you, Deborah. Hey, Chris and James. Sorry for the late check-in. May have been a little strong after ankle surgery, resting up to celebrate birthday March 7th.
Oh, cool.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah.
James, I'll take my song now. Uh-oh. Chris, love Riddick singing. Yes, came to hear you join YouTube collaborators on book analysis. Oh, game to hear you join. Yeah, okay. I don't know, James. Oh, we got some more here. Never mind.
Yes.
We got some more. I was looking at the next.
Last time I sung, somebody died.
Oh, God. Shit. You don't think Peter Better's prepared for being exposed by the Starks? He claimed to be prepared for every eventuality. After Bran repeated Chaos' ladder, Littlefinger began a dumb cat and mouse with Arya. Littlefinger is a master gamester. It is unimaginable he played hide and seek and didn't make a plan to escape. It would be the bomb if he makes it back to King's Landing to report Cersei was happening in the north. I do agree, and that's why I think a lot of people were a little bit disappointed. But if you think about the cat and mouse game, he did think he was ahead.
He did.
You know what I mean? Because he thought he was going to sit there and Arya was going to be killed and executed, and he won that game and eliminated the threat.
Yeah, he thought he was ahead.
So he thought he was ahead of the game, and he was. They cut out the scene where she goes to Bran and says, "Let me confirm some things about Littlefinger here." So, and that was to help the Sansa character, I guess. But anyway, unfortunately, I think he is dead. I think it would be cool. I wouldn't be against Littlefinger, somehow still being alive. I don't buy a faceless man thing, but I don't know. We'll see. I highly doubt it, but I just think he thought he was ahead in that game. He thought he was still in her head, which he kind of was. They just kind of cut out the Bran scene. So, also, Mike Colton on Patreon. Thank you, Mike. Twitch question. I'm glad you brought this up. I meant to mention Twitch again. So if you guys are interested in watching me play games and just hanging out and streaming kind of fashion like this, go over to twitch.tv/smokescreenvids. I think that's, is that an S? No, that's an S. I was going to say maybe a Z on the end of that. But anyway, twitch.tv/smokescreenvids is the same as every other social media. Twitch question, what equipment do you use for streams again? PC stream and PS4. Do you use anything else? So I use, this computer is as far as my laptop, is a Asus, I know some people say it that way, Republic of Gamers 752G. with a high-end graphics card, and then OBS to stream, just like I'm using to stream this. So OBS captures everything and puts in all the other stuff and streams it to Twitch or YouTube or whatever. And then the PS4, it just connects via a little app that you get for Windows that actually shows your PS4 on your computer, so OBS can capture that. So I hope that answers that question. I know I don't want to be too highly technical, but yeah, that's basically it. Streaming software and a laptop. That's all you need. But thanks, Mike, and for your support on Twitch as well. It means a lot.
And Deborah, really, happy birthday. I owe you one.
Yeah, right. You're trying to get out of that song.
See if I can't stream on your birthday or something. We'll see.
Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see here. Let's grab a few more from regular chat here. Mando, have a presentation tomorrow and still awake. You could go to sleep.
Rebel.
Let's see. All right, Amanda Duncan, good night. I see you're saying you got to get out of here. I understand it's a little late here. We're about done. Take a few more questions. Mackenzie Smith, Q&A, do you think the downfall of the Sparrows will play out the same way in the books? Yeah, I think it's got to be fairly similar. This is a plan that Cersei came up with, and it's going to bite her in the ass like everything else in the book. She thinks she's got these awesome plans. Tywin already told her, you're not as smart as you think you are. So she unleashed this, Pandora's box, and she'll pay for it, and she'll have to be the one to, and she's going to do kind of the similar stuff. I don't know about the set being blown up or whatever, but she'll have something to do with that, I'm sure. Getting herself out of her own damn mess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As usual.
That's my girl.
See. Let's see. Mamma Mia, could Cat's Paw be from Dark Sister with bits of every type of dragonglass? Why is it Dark Sister mentioned so much and not shown? Yeah, I mean, I guess it's possible, but I mean, I think from the book where we saw that similar or very similar, almost identical blade, I think it was just kind of saying how they decorated their weapons, Valyrians. So I don't know if they would at that time remakes. You know what I mean? Why would they take Dark Sister and make Cat's Paw and to make out of Dark Sister? So I don't know if there would be a connection there necessarily. But there are different colors of dragonglass, so that's a good point. And yeah, I just don't know about the show as far as the swords in the show. I don't know unless we have a twist with Longclaw like we were talking about possibly.
Yeah.
I just don't, because we should have seen. I mean, Dark Sister. I meant Blackfire in the case of that, but Dark Sister should have been in Blood Ravens. It's just not. If you don't have it at Blood Ravens Cave, being brought back by Mira and Bran, you're just not going to have it. I think. You know what I mean? Unless, I don't think when he went on that ranging, he left it at the wall, hidden in some place in Castle Black.
Yeah, now that would be a trip, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's possible. It's maybe
lost forever now.
Right. So it's just like I think they just skipped over in the show, because I did that video after that, and that's when it got featured on moviepilot.com by Pre. Yeah, but I thought that was the sword leaning against the tree, and it ended up being vengeance from the Night's Watch. It was identical, so.
Damn, it pissed me off, too.
Yeah, I thought I caught something. I guess it was just random swords laying up against the walls of Blood Raven's cave. Let's see. Benji, Q&A, what do you think Bran's most significant contribution will be in Season 8? How will he fight against the Night King? I think he has to tell us, Ben... I think he has to tell us how Jon actually has to defeat him if Dragonglass and Valyrian Steel doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So that could involve, we talked about direct, something where in the vision he can physically affect him and let Jon do the rest or whatever. We've talked about warging the Wolfpack.
And we've talked about maybe he's the mouthpiece to tell us what stirred all this shit up to begin with.
Yes, exactly. Going back and seeing the first long night, how it actually ended, and get the full story about the last hero.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I'd really love to see the explanation of that history and how it really played out, because obviously they didn't kill the Night King. They just drove them back, whatever that really means.
Yeah.
Most people believe that's some kind of pact.
Has to be.
It has to be.
As powerful as he is, dude.
Yeah, right. So I think it's got to be that. Yeah, how it's done, and what to do. And, you know, according to our theory, it would involve the God's Eye, or the Isle of Faces specifically. Like, you know, I got to go here. They're coming here, or whatever, you know. So I think that can tie into that for sure. Mama Mia has a question from Princess Scarlet. Q&A, what was the last hero of Stark who made a pact with the others, making his descendants part other, also binding them to Winterfell as part of their agreement? Yeah, this is our Proto-Stark thing. I think that the Night King is a Stark, Proto-Stark. It would have been before House Stark, so that's why we say Proto-Stark, obviously.
Right.
Became the drinking game on the channel. And I do think we just literally said that. I think there had to be some kind of pact, because otherwise they wouldn't have just went away. I mean, I guess you could say maybe at those days there wasn't as many wildlings to have a big army. So maybe they didn't have as big of an army back 8,000 years ago when the first Long Night occurred. So they were able to drive them back with dragonglass weapons that the children supply, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's certainly possible, but it seems to be some kind of pact was made and something was broken, and we think that's the Child of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
We think that's the Pact of Ice and Fire that was not supposed to happen for whatever reason, that the Night King, and that's why he's reacting so at this time versus any other time in history.
Yeah, because like you said, I mean, he could have got a dragon at any other time, you know.
Right. He could have been building this army for centuries with wildlings as they grew in population. So it has to be something fairly recent. We say Jon's birth. I mean, it could be Dany's, but there's been plenty of Targaryens over the years. But he's the first Ice and Fire. That's the key. His is the Song of Ice and Fire, like we said before. It's got to be something related to him. Let's see here. Jeffrey Fulton, Q&A. Why was Ned so pissed at Jaime for killing the Mad King, even though he killed his brother and father? That always seemed weird to me. It's
a good question.
It is a good question. It's a fair question. It was just that Ned was so honorable to a fault that you shouldn't stab a dude in the back, and it comes from his own hatred that he lost to he won to Sir Arthur Dayne by Howland Reed saving him by stabbing him in the back.
Good point. Yeah.
He
was ready to die.
That's where it stems from. He was ready to die. He thought it should be the right way to go out. And Howland Reed snuck up. We saw how it actually happened. And then the story at Winterfell was...
Bran was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. That's not the story I heard. But, yeah, they did that a little bit backwards because that's not exactly what Bran heard. He didn't go around and... He never talked about it. You know what I mean? He never talked about it, but then all of a sudden he talked about it, and he heard that he fought him and won in single combat, which obviously didn't happen. So I think that's where it stems from. And then on top of that, seeing Jaime sitting there smug, he still had an oath, and he was so honorable. His oath was to protect the king, regardless of his father being on the other side and all that kind of shit, right? So that's always bothered me because Ned was kind of being an asshole about that. That's why Jaime lost respect he didn't have Ned's respect, and he wanted it. He wanted Ned's respect, and I wish that, Jaime would have taken time, instead of being a smart ass, actually have a conversation with him and say, look, let me tell you what happens if I don't stab the Mad King in the back. There is no King's Landing.
Right.
Nobody lives. I saved 300,000, a million, whatever the population was at the time.
Right.
I think he told Qyburn, was it 250,000 at the time he saved? You know what I mean? So that would have been a great conversation for them to have instead of just being. But Jaime's a smug asshole at the time, and Ned was just an kind of
you're right.
Honorable.
It was all about timing.
It was timing. It really was. Let's see here. Momia has a question from Arthur R. Q&A. What do you think Jaime will end up... let me stop this so I can see it. Will end up doing next season. I have a feeling he'll become the protector of someone, maybe ironically Bran. He has one hand but a Valyrian steel sword. What do you think? I think that's a cool idea. I mean, I do think that he'll do something important.
Because he owes Bran You know,
he does owe Bran. That would be kind of cool. So, but I do think it's got to be a big role. And obviously, I think he stopped. I think we've agreed for a long time he'll stop Cersei. So that's part of it too. That's just almost as important, not as important, but in the war, it's almost as important as the Night King type thing because you got to stop the people down here attacking you, the living.
Yeah.
But I do think whatever it is that we said this before, that he's going to fill up his page in the book.
I believe so.
So yeah, I think he has a big role. I haven't really formulated, besides killing Cersei and helping with the war and having that Bran meeting and stuff like that, I don't know what exactly that's going to be, whether it's...
I can't wait.
But there's so many characters. Everybody can't save somebody. You know what I mean? Everybody, sometimes they just got to fight and die in a straight-up battle, right? So, I don't know, but I think Jaime has to at least get back to King's Landing before he goes out. But he will fill up the white page. There's no way they're leaving that undone. All right, let me triple check everything. I think we're good there. And then Streamlabs really quick. All right, good there. And then, Patreon. I want to double check that. Deborah says on Patreon, James, I'll be listening.
There you go.
So you'll have to remember March 7th. And let's see here. Okay. So we'll get a couple more and get out of here. Everybody's ready. It's a little past 1. Everybody's got to go to work and all that good stuff. Good night. What is that? BK Lenny Girl 67, I believe.
Brooklyn
like
Girl.
Brooklyn Girl. Okay, I see it now. Good night. Good night.
Right.
We got it. See, everybody's sending their birthdays now.
Wow. 12 for Paula.
Paula, yeah, the 12th. I saw another
Very
one
cool.
too somewhere. Somewhere. Let's see here. Dipper Pine, I think you're asking about Bran not to tell Jon. Do you think Bran will not tell Jon he is a Targaryen when he finds out that Jon and Dany love each other? That's interesting. I think somebody brought that up last week. Something about him.
Something similar to that.
Him not actually finding out. I would hate that. But because I want to see the look on his face and all the stuff that he goes through when he finds out. Like, I thought I was a bastard my whole life and that whole thing. But we've said that we think that he'll tell him, but Jon will hold it from Dany for a little while. Because he's like, and she's going to come in here, why are you not answering my text?
Yes.
And Jon's going to be like, well, I mean, I've been busy.
Exactly.
And then there's going to be they have to have the... They have to have the conversation.
That's funny.
He's gonna leave her on read, on red. I mean, on the iPhone or whatever they're carrying over there, and
that's funny.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I mean, it's a fair point though. It could be like this could complicate things, like Tyrion was worried about. But I think he feels like it's his duty to, and whatever. His thing being the ice and fire babies to support to killing the Night King, he's kind of got to tell him why and how and all that stuff, So
right.
I think he's got to. All right. Your favorite new phone, who this? Yeah, I know. Jeffrey Fulton. I made a whole video like saying that would be the worst ending ever if he never found out. He just died thinking he was a bastard. Yeah, that's true. Living my Rhapsody. Bran is too emo to care. Okay. Neen Polite. 9 Inch Nails Polite. Mine's in July. So there we go. Mine's in June, by the way. So I want a damn song, on June 18th when that happens.
Hell yes.
Whatever day that is. All right, let's see. Rhaegar Ruby. This is interesting. Are Grumpkins and Snarks just damn it, I'm going to keep losing it. Are Grumpkins and Snarks just fairy tales, or are they based off real historical people, creatures somewhere in the story, i.e. Snarks equals Starks? I don't think Grumpkins and Snarks are. I don't know. He could have based those off some real critter, but I don't remember reading or hearing anything about those. But the Starks it's Lancasters, and the War of the Roses stuff. So that's where the names come from. They're kind of they're similar to those, but I don't think I remember anything about Grumpkins and Snarks being based off like some
actual species.
I don't, not to my knowledge. I could be completely wrong on that. So if somebody knows any interviews I hadn't seen where he says where those, somebody asked where those come from, I haven't seen it. So I don't think so. But you had the Yorks, as far as the names, Yorks and Lancasters in the War of the Roses, and so you had Starks and Lannisters, and that was the two dueling factions that he based it off of. So oh Lord, no, Eric, I don't want. He's saying my birthday. Write it down. No, don't write it down.
We're gonna have a party.
It's no big deal. No big deal. Let's. Although it'd be kind of cool to have a little birthday. I hadn't had a birthday party since I was, 6.
Oh, dude, I will bake you a cake.
I know you will. No, my mom actually was funny. My mom got me on my 40th birthday, because it was just another day. There was nobody around. And I went over to her house when she was still up here, and she had me a Star Wars birthday cake.
That is fantastic.
On my 40th,
dude.
And I was like, man, this is so cool, Mama. Mama loves
really
me.
Is.
Mama loves me. She made me a cake and put Darth Vader on the top of it, like I was a kid again,
dude,
which is really cool.
That is
because
cool.
I am a big kid. So anyway. All right.
I mean, you know nothing about Star Wars. I don't know why she chose that theme, but still cool.
Yeah. I don't know anything about it. I just never. I didn't. I had to ask her, like, who is this?
Who is this?
What is this dark figure here with this helmet, and what's this damn red thing in his hand? It looks like a long. All right. Let's grab one more and get out of here. Let me double check that. I think we're good there. Double check Patreon. Deborah said on Patreon, it's important to all fans that Bran. Yes, I agree. It would be horrible if they didn't let him know.
Terrible.
Stadnark saying to James, I'm telling you, if you sent an autographed picture to my Aunt Mary Jane signed from your Game of Thrones teddy bear, it would make her day.
Dustonthethrone@gmail.com. Hit me up, brother. I'll hook her up.
Oh,
I'm not kidding you.
But
That'd make my day. That would make my day.
Mary Jane, though, is it Mary Jane? I'm just curious, Stead.
Yeah.
Stadnark.
I don't know.
All right, yeah, okay. I see people getting out of here, so we'll grab one more. Get out of here. I know everybody's ready to roll. Let's see. Benji Q&A. Damn it. I'm trying to find. There he goes. Could Bran, with the help of the Green Men, use the Hammer of the Water type attack against the White Walkers in season 8? I guess he could.
That would be really cool to see that.
Well, I would really want to know, first of all, the most important thing to me in that would be learning about the Green Men, like the Isle of Faces, why they're guarding it. Obviously, they're guarding it for a reason because it's important. If you damage it, something happens. That's why we kind of talked about it.
But
and by the way, guys, if you hadn't watched that video, check that out if you don't know what we're talking about. When I know some newer people are here.
Yeah, they
keep
are.
referring to the God's Eye and what's going to happen there. I don't have that link. I didn't grab it, but if somebody has that link, they could post it. Watch that video, share it. We want to get more feedback on that. I think we're on to something.
Definitely
about the God's Eye. Hopefully. All right. Callie
awesome,
Cloud Q&A. What do you think happened to Salvador Sam? I lost it again. Oh, the pirate Davos recruited. Yeah, I don't think he led the attack, so I think he just bailed the hell up out of there after Blackwater.
That's a good question.
So, but I think he just said the hell with it, I'm out of here. And they but I'm trying to remember the timing. So he recruited him season 2 for that, right? Blackwater. But then Stannis goes to Bravos later. gets coin.
Yes.
They go to the wall and all that stuff, and he gave him gold there.
He did.
So he just kind of vanished. So I don't know, but because Stannis' fleet was used by Jon. Remember, Stannis had his fleet up at Eastwatch, and Jon used them to get the wildlings from Hardhome. So
that's right.
Sam just kind of bailed, I guess, in the show anyway. So we'll see. I don't think we're going to hear from him again in the show. So I guess he's just out. But Eric, who will be left alive? Nobody. It's not going to be a happy ending. No, there'll be we've guessed about 7 people.
Mm-hmm.
And go through the faith of the 7 and picture those, mother, father, stranger, maiden, crone, all that good stuff. Get the idea of rebuilding. Yes, B-Rye, I saw your message, by the way. I replied. I think you saw it on Facebook. I did remember your Jamie costume. But anyway, all right, so we'll get out of here, guys. It's about 1:20, so we've been going for, 2 hours and 45 minutes. So about the same as usual, but we'll get out of here. I was trying to think. More foreshadowing videos got recorded, so I just need to edit those. And if anything happens big as far as filming news or whatever,
oh yeah,
I'll definitely throw that out there really quick. Or if a new thought pops in my head, but I'm not just going to make up a theory just to make up a theory. But we'll see what happens. But until then, we'll have some more foreshadowing stuff. I'm always at night, about every other night now. I'm on Twitch streaming games and just hanging out there. So if you want to stop over on Twitch, that's again twitch.tv/smokescreenvids. There's a few of you guys have joined us over there, so that's where I'm hanging out after editing during the day and stuff. And I'll come up with a better schedule for that. But anyway, another podcast coming this week. I'll announce all that good stuff. What's coming? We got something really cool coming with that. So I think that's about it. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate you hanging out. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you, mods. I really appreciate all your help.
Definitely.
I can't thank you guys enough. These guys don't get paid for this shit, grabbing questions and
catch a lot of good questions.
Yeah, catching good questions and blocking bad ones. Stuff we don't never see to keep it friendly. So anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Meow.